in Jacksonville with the golf course secret for St. Augustine grass homeowners. A patented process that aerates and turns your turf into a fairway stunner. Serious golf course technology, but in your yard. Less water, tighter cuts, total neighborhood domination. No one else scores a perfect 10 lawn. Hit topdressing.com now. You will own the block. Top dress your yard like the pros with topdressing.com.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Home of the Jaguars, 1010XL, WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach. When Jag News breaks, hear it first on 1010XL.
I did not see this one coming.
Radio play-by-play is like stepping in a theater in your mind.
As good as it gets.
1010XL, Jacksonville's home for play-by-play.
It's the Mr. Chubby's Bracket Challenge, going on now at 1010XL.com. Print your bracket and bring it to any Mr. Chubby's Wings during Live Madness game. Get a free Miller Lite for each game you pick right. Top prize, Saturday passes to Welcome to Rockville.
Haymaker Coffee is a local coffee brand to help fuel your daily grind. Why Haymaker? It's fuel for the morning hustle, the late night, and every step of the way. Bold flavors for the bold city. Online at haymakercoffeeco.com.
Here's Linda Beaver.
It's a new year with new goals, but let's face it, not all resolutions are easy to keep. Maybe you promised yourself you'd eat healthier, but pizza still seems like a better idea. Or you said you'd read more, but your favorite show just launched a new season. At Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet, we can help you keep your New Year's resolution. We offer the biggest selection, best prices, and the easiest car buying experience. Let's make a resolution to visit Beaver Toyota or Beaver Chevrolet, where we'll wow you with a new ride for the new year.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boat-Cierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
You know, Mr. Chubby's Wings is giving away free beer again this year for the Madness Tournament.
Do they really give you a free pint of Miller Lite for each game you pick right?
Yes, all you got to do is fill out your bracket now at 1010XL.com. The overall winner gets tickets to Welcome to Rockville on Saturday. But for free beer, just download your bracket, print it out, and bring it into any Mr. Chubby's Wings location during the games. Every game you pick right, you get a free beer.
Go to 1010XL.com now. It's the Free Beer Chubby Madness Bracket Challenge. See Mr. Chubby's Wings Facebook for full contest details.
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Campione Law.
When persistent plumbing problems leave you feeling flushed, don't panic. Call Roland Reich. They quote all pricing in advance, so your only surprise is how quickly they'll solve your issue. Roland Reich Plumbing, plumbingjacksonville.com.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Good morning.
Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine!
right, Gugas, go time on a Wednesday morning. Hump Day, Stump Day. Get Smart John gets his. That's coming up a little over an hour. Play along at home or in the car free of charge. You're welcome. All right, I always get a little extra pep in my step when I arrive in the morning, depending on what my ride or die partner here has for me, just, right out the gates. And I walk in today and he looks, from his producer's pod in there, he looks at me with a gleam in his eye and says that I'm, quote, going to be proud of him.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So, without further ado.
So, yesterday I did something for the first time.
Okay. All right.
I played in my first scramble.
Okay.
I played in a scramble,
yeah.
Tuesday scramble at Flem's.
Okay.
And I got paired.
Two or four people?
It was 4 people.
Okay,
in the group.
four-person scramble.
Four-person scramble.
First time. Now, see, takes all the pressure off. You can just hit the golf ball.
Right. And so it was 9-hole scramble, which I guess all of them are 9 holes.
Oh, no, sometimes they're 18.
Okay,
and sometimes a lot of the big charity tournaments are scrambles.
So played in a 9-hole scramble.
Okay.
And I had a good group, awesome group.
All right.
So your boy gets up there first, not really, it wasn't impressive my first few swings, whatever, cool.
All right.
But I definitely
He's been working on the game a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. He's going out to the range. He's been rat packing around the golf clubs.
Definitely looked the part.
Okay, he can dress now.
Your boy looked the part.
That's fair.
So I get on 12. And, man, I hit an amazing shot.
Okay.
So good.
12 at the Fleming Island Golf Club.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let me think. So 10 is the little par 3, right?
Correct.
I haven't played there a ton. 11 is the par 4 that kind of goes off there to the left?
Yeah. I believe so, yes.
Yeah, and then 12 that's kind of a narrow hole?
Yep, narrow joint.
Okay.
Your boy drove the green on 12.
Oh, my goodness.
I drove the green
Look
on 12,
at you.
bro.
Yeah, that's the one it's super narrow. Kind of shoots back into the woods.
Yeah, it shoots back into the woods.
And the green's up there on the left. It's raised just a little bit. You got bunkers left and right of the green. It's well protected. Look at you.
Drove the green on 12. I was so happy.
I bet. Dang. What are we playing? The women's tees here? What the hell's going on? I got to get a yardage check on that bad boy.
I couldn't even tell you the yardage.
Yeah, it don't matter. You drove the green. That's all we need to know. He's driven the green. Yeah. I got my guy Hicken breaking 100. I got ET breaking, driving the green. And my dumb A lost a bet, ran the river run, and I got serious golf to play in the next month, and I can can barely freaking walk.
Tragic.
So that wish me well starting tomorrow. We'll see.
Yes,
I think I'm going to be here's what I'm going to do. I keep waiting on it to get better, man, and it doesn't. So I'm going to play through the pain these next 3 or 4 days. And then I got a couple week break, and I'm going to have to go do a chiropractor or do something. Stinking wheel, man. That wheel, bro.
Now we got to deal with these brackets.
Oh, I got a fun fact since you've brought up the brackets. We'll start with those. North Carolina shouldn't be in the field. They'll be all big and bad, and we puff out our chests and tell you how much more we know about college basketball. And sure, maybe West Virginia or Boise State or Ohio State or one of the other snubs, perhaps they would have won the play-in game last night by 27 points. I'm not sure. But North Carolina marches. Listen, this is how dicey a run through the NCAA tournament is. You ready? North Carolina wins their play-in game. There was another one last night. They had a fantastic finish in Alabama State representing, beats St. Francis, so they'll move on and be the sacrificial lamb, I suppose, to Auburn. But North Carolina beat San Diego State last night like a drum. And they play Ole Miss next. Carolina's an 11. Ole Miss is a 6. Vegas says Carolina favored 3.5. So there you go. That tells you how dicey it is to get through that NCAA tournament. I'm not going to argue whether or not they should or shouldn't be favored. But the bottom line is there's no doubt Ole Miss belongs in the field, correct? I mean, they've been in the top 25 all year. They got a 6 seed. They have not been on the bubble since, January. Ole Miss is solidly in the field with a bunch of nice wins this year. North Carolina, they all scream, shouldn't even be in the field. Oh, what a ripoff! Oh, their AD is the head of the the head of the committee. It's the only reason they're in. Here's a 6 seed that Vegas says the underdog to that same North Carolina team. And again, I'm not patting the committee on the back. I don't agree with all the decisions they make. I'm like all y'all. But in the particular case of how hard it is to get through the NCAA tournament, why you got to be on high alert every single game. And Vegas won't always give you the tap on the shoulder. Ole Miss got a nice tap on the shoulder this morning as they get ready to open the NCAA tournament. Yeah, that team that was in the play-in, everybody said, well, it shouldn't be in. Yeah, apparently Vegas says they're better than y'all. What y'all say? Let's add that into the teapot, as it were. I have gone, you know what I did? I should have filled out a bracket, because now I found myself last night starting to fill one out, and I'm a lot more torn in some of these matchups than I thought I was.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting Florida through, but I will say this, it does matter where the committee puts you. Florida has a tougher road than some of these other regions. I wish I had them in front of me. Can you give me a printable bracket? We have a bracket anywhere, E?
I think we got them around here somewhere.
I feel like, and I'm not looking at the brackets right now. Let me look at them. I feel like, again, I didn't fill it out, but I feel like looking at it. All right, what do we got here? Can I get this bigger, maybe? It felt like Auburn had a pretty easy run. And I don't want to make it all about who the 2 seed is. But I do think that is kind of a big deal, who the 2 seed is. I can't get a bracket. I'll look at it. I felt like Auburn had a pretty manageable road. I think Florida's road's tough, but I think Florida's really good. I saw Todd Golden was on the Scott Van Pelt Sports Center show last night. Talked about his team. They're not shying away from what they are and what their goals are. They got a veteran team. If not now, when? You got 3 fantastic guards. Walter Clayton, a first-team All-American. First time the Gator basketball program has had a first-team All-American.
Which is crazy.
It is crazy when you think about the talent that's gone through.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of top 10 talent. But, yeah, this is a Florida basketball team's already got 30 wins. By the way, speaking of the toughness of the bracket, they're the only bracket with 3 30-win teams in it. They're also the only bracket with 3 coaches that have multiple national championships in it. It's a tough bracket, man. UConn and Danny Hurley and what he brings. You got Pitino sitting down there at the bottom with his multiple national titles. It's a 2 seed with St. John's. In Kansas is in there, aren't they? And they're multiple national titles for Bill Self. Florida's got a tough run. I think they're that good. We'll see. Norfolk State will be a walk in the park. The 16s have now beaten a 1 twice in history. It's not happening in this game. I doubt it happens to Houston, Duke, or Auburn either. It's not happening to the Gators. But I came across, and so North Carolina wins last night. Don't be shocked that they won a game. In fact, I saw another stat, man. Since 2011, which is like 14 tournaments, 13 times there's been a team win a play-in game and then win their first-round game and go to the round of 32.
Ooh.
That's one a year. Boy, it sure looks like North Carolina may be that team. If you've turned in a bracket that's got Ole Miss going far, I just got a little more nervous. But I found of all of the, back to the point I was going to make, I should have just filled the bracket in because now I found myself wavering in some areas. And back to, I said yesterday, and it may still be 4 of those 6 that I mentioned. I feel like the 6 teams that have pretty much been the cream of the crop in college basketball have answered all challenges in conference and out all year long are Auburn and Florida and Houston and Duke and Alabama and Tennessee. It's going to be hard for me to get a Final Four that doesn't have those 4 in it in some fashion. Don't know that for sure. I'm wavering on Houston a little bit. Some of the matchups that are there. Look, I should stick to being the professor, Dr. Hoops. Because I said like week 2 of the basketball season before anything got going that Gonzaga looked awful dangerous to me. Zags didn't have a great year, but they got hot late and they won their conference tournament title again. They potentially would play Houston in round 2, I believe. Mm-hmm. Some of those dicey matchups there. So anyway, as I was saying, I found a really, of all of the research that I've done and the facts and the figures, I'm going to go through the one that I found most interesting. We'll do that when we come back on the other side. Just has a lot to do with some trends, maybe some things you haven't noticed, some harbingers from the past that could spell either, celebration or despair over the course of the next 2 or 3 weeks. And I will go through that in total when we come back. On the other side, as I said, the basketball tournament officially underway with the first 4 last night. Alabama State, as the 16 seed, wins on a last-second shot. That was kind of a crazy ending. Did you see that, E?
No, I didn't.
So the game's tied 68-68. There's like 2.5 seconds to go. Alabama State is inbounding, on the far end of the court, and they just heave it down to about the free throw line, and there's, 4 to 6 players from each, both teams are kind of down there in a scrum. And it's kind of like the old knock it down play in basketball, in football. In football, you don't want to knock it down. You want to grab that sucker. You don't want a loose ball to get, rolling around under the basket, because that's what happened. The ball kind of got knocked to the ground. There's an Alabama State player there. He grabbed it, put it in the layup with, a second to go, and they win and advance. I believe I saw for the first time into the to the main draw of the NCAA tournament with their first tourney victory. And then, as we've mentioned frequently this morning already, the North Carolina, an easy win. San Diego State, by the way, I think I saw this. They're the 5th most successful team in the tournament the last X amount of years, right? They had that one run. They go all the way to the championship game. I know they went at least to the Final Four. I think they went to the championship game, right? Didn't UConn beat San Diego State?
Yeah,
in the
was
title
last
game?
year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's a good program, right? That wasn't an easy matchup for North Carolina. So it wasn't just that they beat them. It was how convincingly they beat them. All right. I thought this was an interesting list. I'm of the growing opinion, E.T. I'm of the growing opinion that the Jaguars are going to do something in that running back room.
Okay.
I don't, maybe they don't. Maybe Etienne kind of takes that Rashad White role. You can't help but, from a management of the franchise standpoint, look at what the Rams have done. And from an offensive game plan standpoint, look at what the Bucs were. I mean, that seems to make sense to me. And what the Bucs did last year is brought in a rookie running back, Bucky Irving, when Rashad White had been more than capable the year before, a 1,000-yard rusher, a really good fantasy running back, a productive one at least, much like Travis Etienne was, by the way, for a couple years of his career. But they brought in the rookie, and gradually, by the end of the year, Bucky Irving was toting the rock. But Rashad White had still a role in that offense and a productive one at times. So there's going to be 2 things in play here. Either Bigsby becomes Bucky Irving, and Bigsby becomes your 70% of the time the number 1 running back. Fred Taylor said that when he joined us yesterday. Tony Baselli goes all the way back to last year's training camp, what he told us about Tank Bigsby. All these opinions we've gotten from Baselli on the air, kicking it around the last few years, well, now they come and play in an official capacity, don't they? So if you've been filing away comments on particular players through the years, well, you've now got a decision maker whose opinions are going to carry a lot more weight. So, I mean, all signs will point to Tank Bigsby being your featured back, and it wouldn't shock me at all if there's a market for ETN. I don't know if you're an NFL team, you got, say, J.K. Dobbins there for the taking for free, right? As a free agent. ETN is in the last year of his contract. He's controllable. I guess the hope would be, the unknown is maybe injuries have really slowed him down. Can you get him completely healthy? At his best, ETN was very good, but I get this I don't know, this feeling, much like I had on the over-under on that offensive line. That change was coming, man, and it came quick. At least in terms of a couple of new starters. But anyway, along the lines of running back and perhaps being a position that is addressed here, it wouldn't be early, right? It's finding that sleeper back that so many teams seem to find, and I would say rounds 4 through 6, depending on the priority, depending on what their plans are for the backfield as it stands right now. But our guy Mojo made the step over into the media world. He did a long time ago. He works at the NFL Network and for NFL.com. And Mojo, if he knows anything, knows running backs, right? Terrific NFL running back.
Yeah, he was. Great Jaguar.
Great Jaguar. Got to go in the pride, by the way. I don't know what we're waiting on.
Right?
I mean, Mojo definitely next up in line. He ranked the running backs. I think it was 31 of them that are legitimate NFL prospects. Loves Ashton Jeanty. Loves him. Says he's, Mojo says he enjoyed NFL media back in 2015. His first draft was Ezekiel Elliott, who went 4th overall, and he was a great talent coming out of Ohio State. But now Mojo says Jeanty is the best player at the position that he scouted over the last decade. And more smoke that Jeanty's going to go into the top 10 of the draft, right? And then you got, some normal names. But I thought, let's go down a little bit to what he has to say, or maybe some names that are going to be more likely to be called down around the, not even round 2 or 3. I got to wait, right, E?
Got to wait.
We got to wait. Round 4, 5, 6. That's where you have to find a back. But just some names outside of those top 3 or 4 that you hear, because there are some names that are buzzing right now coming off their seasons in the combine who have kind of carried. Although I will say Marion Hampton is one of those. Mojo has him 7th. He had your boy Cam Scatteroo, number 3, ET.
Oh.
He loves him, a big burly guy, huh? Some others. Trevor Etienne, number 8, the former Gator and dog and younger brother of Travis. Plays a lot like his bro.
Yes, he does.
Real similar playing styles. I'll continue to go down looking for a name that might catch my eye. Got Montreal Johnson of the Gators. He's an interesting one. If he falls to round 5 or 6, very productive. He was faster at the combine than I would have thought. I think he ran like a 4.43. Here's what he says about Montreal Johnson, a running style similar to Dameon Pierce. The Gator is strong and great at limiting negative runs. Basically, 5'11 and a half, 212-pounder, good burst, downhill runner. Needs to work on his lateral quickness, Mojo says. So Montreal, 13 of the 31 that were ranked. Let's see, Jadon Blue, a name you might recognize from Texas. He will be down there. They fall in the time to develop category. I should have said he kind of slots them. Where would Montreal Johnson be, at least as far as that designation? Nah, he's just part of the system back, he would call Montreal Johnson. And then he had 4 running back in the day 1 starter category, and that was Ashton Jeanty, Travion Henderson, Cam Scatteroo, and Quinshawn Judkins, another Ohio State back. So 2 in his top 4 who he says could be day 1 starters. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. Tie in there because it's one of our guys, certainly when eye for talent at the position. He was so good at it himself. All right, of all the lists that you can look at, of all the interesting notations to take into March Madness, I found what I would consider my favorite column of the 20 or so that I've read. Now, I'll share that with you. We'll go through some really, I thought, interesting insight with that and more. It's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. Like Family Beach Roast is there for all your plumbing needs, whether it's an emergency or a planned project. You can count on my friends at Beach Roast Plumbing at beachroastplumbing.com.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Because the expressway doesn't mean the fast way.
Fasten your seatbelt.
The Frangie Show.
Don't look like no expressway to me.
Afternoons on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam! homerism.
St. Johns County parents, does your kid have energy to burn? Want them to play a sport for their middle school? Sign up today for the St. John's Middle School Athletic Association. Spring pickleball, tackle football, dance, and cheerleading. Who doesn't want their kid to be the next NFL quarterback or dance floor diva? Hurry, time is running out. March is almost over. You know how fast your kid can go from playing Xbox to practicing their touchdown dance or sideline cheer? Sign up at sjmsaa.org. sjmsaa.org.
Joe C for Hard Rock Betting. It's finally here. You've got your bracket. Now you've got to head to hardrock.bet and check out all the big games. This is it. March is all about underdogs, buzzer beaters, unforgettable moments. Hard Rock Bet keeps the action going with promos, boosts, and more all tournament long. Don't miss out. Be ready for tip-off. Download the Hard Rock app now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. The coolest cats in town. Setting the standard in our hometown. Quality service, the best around. Coolidge is the cat that cares about your heating and about your air. Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. The coolest cats in town.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Prize, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
Get more Gators on the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists with new episodes every Friday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL's Gator Bites podcast wherever you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks, and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Out with the old, in with the organized. Mia here for my friends at Closets by Design. Freshen up your home this spring with a custom organization solution. For a limited time, take advantage of our spring special and enjoy exclusive savings on closets, garages, home offices, and more. That's 40% off with an additional 15% off with 12-month special financing through April. Spring on this deal before it's gone. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation with Closets by Design.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in, like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors to get the job done right, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit Coastal Equipment for a demo today.
Greater power for the great outdoors. Coastal Equipment.
Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road and in McClenny.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
If golf is your thing, you'll want to check out the 2025 Hills Pass at Hidden Hills Golf Club. Unlimited golf, including golf car, and preferred tee times for just one low price. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com to purchase your Hills Pass today.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah, not so much. Maybe if you're Cubs fans, stay Cubs, stay. Just stay in Japan. Doggone it. 2-0 now in middle of second. Baseball's most expensive team. It's scratched for a couple of runs over there. As, baseball's underway. I guess the official opening day, stateside, still a couple of weeks away. But, here we go. Dodgers 2, Cubs nothing. Let me give you the what we have here. We got a pass ball and a sac fly. Nothing like the excitement of baseball. A pass ball and a sac fly have made it 2-0 Dodgers. Let's see what the billionaire is on the mound today for L.A. It should be exciting. We're going to go with Sasaki. We're going to go with another Japanese product. He's the rookie, the phenom that everybody wanted to go out there and get. He's pitched 1 inning so far, 1 strikeout. And then a guy who last year or 2 years ago had put himself in the Cy Young conversation. I think it was actually 2 years ago that Justin Steele had the great year for the Cubs. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, 2 years ago he was 16-5. Last year 5-5. He's given up 2 there to the Dodgers. So keeping you up to date on that early morning Major League Baseball scoreboard with the Dodgers up 2-0 on the Cubs. They won the opener yesterday, and really the story there is Sasaki, just another one of the international stars that have landed with L.A. as the rich got much richer, and the World Series champs just keep adding, either adding or keeping, doing a lot of that. Well, I kind of stand corrected. Maybe it's my own paranoia that looks at the Gators region as being one of the more difficult. When it comes to making it to the Sweet 16, here's an interesting perspective. And this is, at least one dude's opinion, the hardest paths for 1 seeds to make the Sweet 16. Look, once you get to the Sweet 16, you're getting a good team. You're either getting a good team or you're getting a hot team. Okay, we've gone through the near misses and the Cinderella stories. They usually slide off by that round of 32. By the time it's over, we go into the Sweet 16. Usually when we get there, for the most part, you got a really tough opponent. You're going to make that last kick to the Final Four. You're going to have tough teams. So this is instead just looking at basically what we're doing here. Who's got the toughest 8-9 matchup? That's what we're saying, right? Nobody feels like any of these 1 seeds is going to lose to the 16. So how tough is that weekend matchup for the 1 seeds? Let's take a look, and then we'll get to that column I was telling you about that has just a ton of useful/useless information. All right, ranking them from 1 to 10, they say Houston, and this is what I discovered yesterday, E.T., they could potentially face Gonzaga in the second round. Ooh, Zags, man, they got a lot of analytics on their side, a lot of metrics. Power polls say they're a lot higher than an 8 seed. By the way, Gonzaga faces Mike White in Georgia. Now, look, Gator fan, rightfully frustrated with kind of a stagnation point reached by Mike White's Gators. But one thing that he did do when he was in Gainesville is he won a tournament game every time they went to the tourney. It's why he's the second most successful tournament coach in Florida basketball history. Todd Golden will look for his first win and get it on yeah, you know what I'm saying, against Norfolk. Anyway, so they say, difficulty for Houston, 0 to 10, 9 out of 10, because Gonzaga is looming. And then with a difficulty, 7 out of 10, Auburn's not going to lose to Alabama State, but in the second round, they've got the Louisville-Creighton winner. All right, as a Gator fan, I'll just tell you straight up, I don't want Gonzaga. I don't want Creighton. That's just me. I could be wrong. Careful what you wish for. They say Auburn's difficulty 7 out of 10. Next up, difficulty 5 out of 10. Duke. Okay. Go ahead, Gator fans, book your tickets to San Francisco. Gators on to the Sweet 16, apparently, or at least a very... Now, look, part of this rating of the difficulty is how strongly you feel about that 1 seed, and everybody is on the Gators, man. I mean, they've got to be, by a large margin, the overall consensus pick. They're really good, and they're really hot. We'll see. Duke would have to face the Mississippi State Baylor winner. Yeah. I think I'd rather have Mississippi State Baylor than what Florida faces. Florida gets UConn, Oklahoma. I'll remind you, the Gators beat the pants off of Oklahoma in the regular season, beat them by 20, and they would probably do the same in the tournament. UConn is dangerous because they're the 2-time champ, and they do have some pieces in play, but, man, they don't play near enough defense to hang with Florida. That's what the thought is here, too. Here's what they write about the Gators. Florida's already taken down Oklahoma in a 20-point blowout. Likely wouldn't struggle too much with the Sooners the second time. Meanwhile, UConn comes into the tournament after winning each of the last 2 tourneys, but they are far from the team there that they've been. Still a good shooting team, but their defense has struggled this year. Doesn't bode well against the Gators. Difficulty, just 4 out of 10. All right. Mentioned North Carolina has 11 wins last night. Immediately, they're a 3.5-point favorite over the 6-seed Ole Miss. Shows you I'm not making a commentary on the committee. I'm making a commentary on how dicey that run through the field is. You're the 6th seed. You're playing an 11. That should be a ho-hummer. Let's go to round 2. I'm an underdog. Okay. But anyway, here are some interesting things that I saw. We'll go through them quickly. Only once in the past 10 tourneys has the champion come from the conference with the most bids. Now, SEC going to put that to the test. Not only do they have 14 teams in the tournament, they have 4 teams on the 1 or 2 line, and I think it was 6 that are top 3 seeds. But only once in the past 10 has the champ come from the league with the most bids. Now, look out if you got North Carolina. The first 4, there'll be 2 more games tonight. At least one first 4 team has gone to the second round of the NCAA tournament. I said this earlier, 12 of the last 13 years. 5 first 4 winners have gone to the Sweet 16. 2 first 4 winners have gone all the way to the Final 4, including UCLA a couple years ago, 2021. Remember we talked about, I brought this a stat up earlier in the week, but, there's a lot of consternation against Texas and Oklahoma in particular. Texas has one of the play-in games tonight. Texas and Oklahoma in particular, 6 games under 500 in their own conference, and they got in. Previously, the record for a team getting an at-large into the NCAA tournament was 4 games under 500 in their conference. But those teams who have gone in 4 games under 500, it's happened 6 times since 1992. Those teams that were 4 games under 500, 5-1. So that just goes to show you. 5 of the past 6 at-large teams who lost at least 14 games, so you look at them, they shouldn't be in, won their first-round game. Again, we're speaking here to that slippery slope, man. That bracket is jagged. Listen to some of these. These are teams that had 14-plus losses just in the last 5 tournaments. Florida, 2019, more than 14. They were a 10 seed. They won their opener by 9. Michigan, 2022, lost 14 games. They won their opener by 12. Michigan State last year, Texas A&M last year, both 14-plus losses. They each won by 15 and 18 points in the opener last year. That's why wins and losses can be way overstated. Some of these facts and figures intertwine with each other. That stat goes hand in hand with don't look at Oklahoma and Texas as teams that are 6 games under 500 in their league. It'd be a mistake. Just as you don't look at teams that have a whole bunch of losses as being worse than some other team that went 28-2 against a much different looking schedule. All right, here's some more. At least one top 4 seed has lost in the first round in 15 of the last 16 tournaments. One of those top 4 seeds is going to get upset. A 15 seed has won a first-round game. A 15 has beaten a 2 3 of the last 4 years. By the way, each of those 15 seeds made the Sweet 16. The toughest road really is 14 seed. 14s have won only 2 first-round games since 2014, tied for the fewest in any 7 tournament span ever. A 13 seed has won a first-round game 28 of the last 39. A 12 seed has won a first-round game 33 of 39, the last 39 tournaments. A 12 is beaten a 5. Lately, though, oh boy, more bad news for Ole Miss. Lately, the bracket busters have been the 11 seeds. That's what North Carolina is now. Listen to this. At least one 11 seed has made the Sweet 16 8 of the last 10 years. Multiple 11 seeds have made the Sweet 16 5 of the last 13 years. Last year, NC State, the 6th 11 seed to advance to the Final Four. 3 of those 6 have come since 2018. Still no 11 in the championship game. All 4 number 1 seeds made it to the Elite 8. Never mind the Final Four, just once in the past 14 tournaments. Chalk is dangerous. But only once has there been an Elite 8 without any number 1 seeds. That just happened a couple of years ago, right? FAU in that group, San Diego State. At least 3 number 2 seeds have made it to the Elite 8 5 times, but it hadn't happened since 2007. All kinds of facts and figures and things, to be honest, will just tie you up in knots as you fill out that bracket. Good luck to you all. Do we not have a station tournament bracket challenge, E? I believe we do. Should we probably know what that intel is?
I know, right? Yeah, I'm going to figure that out.
Yeah, we'll pass that along to you. Get it in there. You have a chance to win. Let me see if I got something right. Yeah, here we go. This is what I do. Here's what we got. It's the Chubby's Madness Bracket Challenge. You just go to 1010xl.com. You want me to give you the /1010XL Madness Bracket Challenge, or just kind of go through 1010XL? I'm sure it's right there somewhere. Yeah, easy to find. First place, 2 tickets to Rockville and a Miller Lite prize pack. Second place, $100 Chubby's gift card. Third place, $50 Chubby's gift cards. By the way, we're out and about during the NCAA tournament with live shows for Helmets and Heels, XL Prime Time, the Frangie, Rick, and Hacker. They're going to be having fun on Thursday and Friday. So
yeah, like you said, it's just right there on the homepage. Head over to 1010xl.com and you'll see that info.
Hey man, if it's free, it's me. Take a shot.
If it's free, it's
shoot
me.
Your shot, shooter.
Shoot or shoot.
Come back with a football fix next. You're listening to The Drill on a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida Gators are plus 380 to win the national championship, plus 190 to make the final, minus 125 to reach the Final Four. They will open up play at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh on Friday, laying 28.5 points against Norfolk State. Gators are the number 1 seed of the West region of the NCAA tournament. First 4 in Dayton today. Xavier, 2.5-point favorites over Texas. The winner gets Illinois in Milwaukee on Friday. At American, a 2.5-point favorite over Mount St. Mary's. The winner moves on to meet Duke in Raleigh on Friday in a first-round matchup in the East region of the NCAA tournament. $250 bonus, and you open up a G-Bank Visa signature card. Visa.com/GBank. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Plumbing problem? AC not blowing cool? Septic tank backing up? No need to call 3 different companies. Just call Duck Duck Rooter. At Duck Duck Rooter, we do it all. Plumbing, septic, and air conditioning with expert technicians in each department. One company, one call, one easy bill. No hassle, no runaround, just fast professional service from highly skilled techs who know their stuff. Need help? Call 904-862-6769 today and let Duck Duck Rooter handle it all. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Hey, Hicken here. I couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, I mean it. Visit their beautiful showroom today off Atlantic Boulevard. Find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. And whether you want a car, a truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no problem. MoreChevy.com is easy to navigate as any site you will try. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Golfers, grab your clubs. It's time to hit the greens for a great cause. Join UF Health Jacksonville for their inaugural golf classic on Friday, April 25th at the beautiful Amelia River Club with a shotgun start at 9 a.m. Enjoy a premier golf experience while supporting UF Health Jacksonville. Bring your friends, build your foursome, and get ready for a day of fun, competition, and giving back. Don't wait. Sign up today at ufhealthjacks.org/golf. See you on the course.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees, about $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 15th.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Mike Dempsey here. Look, you know, it's been 10 years that I've been vouching for my guys at Dandy Boots, and for a decade, I'm proud of my association with a local family business. They make a great product. I've made no secret that I was a customer long before Dandy ever came on board on 1010XL. But I'm thinking I'm due a little Dandy swag, maybe a little love. How about a Dandy t-shirt, a ball cap? So how about it, Thompson family? What do you got going on over there? In the meantime, I'm going to keep eating those delicious tuna salad sandwiches. So guys, keep helping me out and grab a Dandy sandwich today.
1010XL's running game takes a giant step forward.
Well, Fred Taylor is the whole package.
Fred Taylor joins Dan and Jeff on the drill. Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Happy New Year from Big Chief Tire. Frank Frangie here. Start 2025 off right by keeping your car running smoothly. Whether you're traveling for work or heading out on a weekend getaway, their expert technicians will ensure your vehicle is in top shape. Visit WeKeepJacksRolling.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule maintenance, repairs, or tire service. With Big Chief Tire's trusted care, you'll tackle every journey ahead with peace of mind. Start the year strong. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
It's blue, and I couldn't see everyone else here at the station lose weight while I'm on the sidelines wishing mine away. I jumped on Awaken 182, and I mean weight loss every week, eating to lose weight, and then receive full support for life. What's not to like? Now, I didn't drop the double digits like Hacker did in week 1, but I'm down 4 pounds. I'll take that any day. The best part, Awaken 180 was actually easier than I expected. I'm not sure what I thought beforehand, but after just day 1, I was already in a groove. Wasn't hungry, more energy, and my coach Patrick is awesome. Gave me a couple of tips since I do sleep in and, of course, stay up late. And I'm off. I'm cruising through week 2 and loving it. You've heard all about Choose Awaken 180, all of us having success with Awaken 180. What do you have to lose? Only weight. Everything else to gain with the solution for weight loss. Reserve your March consultation today at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back here on the drill. There's some fluctuating. There's some outliers here and there, but if you track the if you track the mock drafts. It remains nearly unanimous. I saw Mel Kiper Jr., that smell, put his latest mock draft out yesterday. Has the Jags standing firm there with Mason Graham, defensive tackle. Certainly change the play across the line if he's as good as advertised. But the Jags.com has been updating a mock draft tracker. In fact, the latest iteration was their 10th such effort yesterday. And, time after time, most analysts project the same guy to the Jags at number 5, defensive tackle Mason Graham. They continue to write. He's been as unblockable an interior force in college for years. He's going to make an NFL lineman look silly if they try and, quote, counter him in isolation. He's intangibly rich. So a very popular selection. If you go through the mock drafts, he shows up just about without exception. There have been a couple. Most recently, we've had Pro Football Focus. I told you this PFF had Travis Hunter falling to the Jags in one of their more recent ones. But outside of that, just about anybody offering up their opinion has Mason Graham across the board. Really, since if you go back to early March, we had an Armand Mimbo sighting. We had a Will Campbell sighting that seemed to have died down, and we're once again settling by all accounts on Mason Graham. Fire up the band, E. We got a football fix. Let's give you some news and notes from around the National Football League. Mecole Hardman's bouncing again. The vet receiver has landed with the Packers on a 1-year deal. Mecole Hardman or Marcus Valdez-Scantling. Same guy? We ever seen them in the same room? Huh? Am I lying? Which one has also played for the Jets? They both played for the Chiefs 4 times. Which one's which again? Huh? Valdez-Scantling or Hardman? Who's who? Did Scantling already play for the Packers? No one knows, but the 27-year-old has spent most of his 6 seasons with the Chiefs. Has now gone on to those Green Bay Packers. Apparently, the difference between him and MVS, as they say. Cooper Kupp meeting the media in Seattle. Again, what you take from the Cooper Kupp signing as it relates to the Jags and whether or not, we thought they may be positioned to make a move there. 3 years, $45 million, $15 million a year. Certainly outside the range the Jags are going to spend on a guy at that age, that position. You know what? Good for Cameron Hayward. I mean, I'll take Aaron Rodgers. We're not playing this game, man. You take your ayahuasca, game somewhere else, friend. He's not going to be joining A-Rod on any darkness retreats. The longtime Steelers defensive captain said on his podcast yesterday that he ain't going to go recruit the 4-time MVP. I ain't doing that darkness retreat, Hayward said. I don't need any of that crap. You want to be a Pittsburgh Steeler, you don't. It's that simple. That's the pitch. You want me to recruit? That's the recruiting pitch. Pittsburgh Steelers. You want to be a part of it? So be it. If you don't, no skin off my back. Sounds like he could be a recruiter on the old Steve Spurrier staffs. We'll win with you or without you, kid. Hayward wanted to say, I just want to play football. I'm tired of talking about the quarterback situation. I'd rather have it done. I don't know what ends up happening. I'm ready to move on into free agency. There's too much going on. Steelers just really had for a team that's run so good, that is so successful, they have had a heck of a time replacing Ben Roethlisberger, haven't they? All right, we got more NFL news we weave our way through. Right now, we'll step aside for a quick break. Get Smart John coming up at the 7 o'clock hour. Hicken Arrival comes your way next. It's a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday. You are listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Play-by-play just makes everyday life better.
I did not see this one coming.
Get the most play-by-play on 1010XL, Jacksonville's play-by-play sports radio.
Mia here. Getting more is great, and that's what makes this sale so great. It's a sale on top of a sale, and it's going on now at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Get $0 down and just $288 per month for a pre-owned 2022 Toyota Corolla. Or you choose a pre-owned 2021 Camry, RAV4, Tacoma for $0 down and $388 per month. You can even choose no payments till July 2025. Shop in person on Atlantic Boulevard, just a quarter mile east of 290.
$295 or online anytime at arlingtontoyota.com.
Come visit the best sports restaurant in town. That's Big Dogs in Orange Park, known for great burgers, huge wings, pizza, salads, and special nightly events like trivia and karaoke. You'll all love it at Big Dogs Restaurant in Orange Park.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beechurst here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beechurst Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
When no names become household names. Listen for March moments all month long on 1010XL. Driven by Garber Auto Mall. We can wiggle it. The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Lots of jewelry stores in the town center, but only one is locally owned, Beard's Diamonds.
We're the only local jewelry store at the town center.
That's Jacksonville's John Lupo, owner of Beard's for over 4 decades.
We're entrenched in Jacksonville, Florida.
In a sea of mega chain jewelers, John says it's easy to stand out because he's not handcuffed by a corporate handbook.
I am not beholden to a corporate structure, so we've got flexibility to do whatever we can and want, and we do.
And that includes lowering prices to undercut them every day.
Quality for quality, color for color, everything the same. We should be able to beat them hands down by minimum 20%. We go overseas ourselves. We know exactly what we're buying. This isn't getting marked up in a corporate structure. We will beat anybody's price anywhere.
So before you buy anything at one of those chains, get a second opinion at locally owned Beard's Diamonds. No corporate atmosphere, no corporate rules, no corporate high markups.
We want you to come shop us and you'll see a lot better price here.
Beard's Diamonds.
Everybody gets a good deal at Beard's.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and my knee was getting worse, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is Hayes Carline for Kingfish Pest Control. Mosquito season is upon us, but don't let them take over. The secret to a bite-free yard is starting today with Kingfish Pest Control. Their 3-step mosquito defense process stops them before they can spread. Eliminate breeding areas, build a protective barrier around your yard, and monthly treatments to keep them away all season long. The earlier you start, the fewer mosquitoes you'll have to fight. Don't let those suckers ruin your outdoor fun. Call Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey y'all, I'm Hannah with the Deck Guys. We've been locally owned and operated for over 10 years in the outdoor living space. If you are looking to get spring projects started, like a new deck, pavers installed, or maybe a pergola, we would love to earn your business. Just remember,
call the Deck Guys if you want a brand new deck, pavers, or more. Call 904-813-2474.
TheDeckGuysJacks.com.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey, and I only like to recommend the best, which is why I'm proud to say that I chose Pella Windows and Doors for my own home. And now's a great time to upgrade your home with 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years of interest-free payments on the best windows and doors in the business. Don't wait. Schedule a free consultation at PellaJacks.com or visit their showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows. For quality you can trust and savings you can't miss, that's Pella Windows and Doors.
I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL, brought to you by Clay Solar Installation Partners. The JU men's basketball team is heading to the College Basketball Invitational. This will be the Dolphins' first appearance in the CBI and 25th appearance in a postseason tournament in school history. The Dolphins earned a first-round bye and will play next Monday in the quarterfinals against Cleveland State. The Gators men's basketball team is SEC champions for the first time since 2014. After dominating 8th-ranked Tennessee in the SEC tournament final, Florida captured the top spot in the Western region of the NCAA tournament, marking the third time in program history the Gators have landed the number 1 seed. Florida will open March Madness play Friday against Norfolk State. Listen live at 6:30 on 1010 a.m. I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL. It's 46 degrees at 7 o'clock. Time and temperature brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Oh, yeah!
Guess what day it is?
I'm thinking.
Guess what day it is? Anybody?
Well, I'm working on it.
Mike.
Mike! What day is it?
Hump day.
You know it! Yes, sir! Hey!
Yo!
Tell him again, what day is it?
I think Mike said it's hump day.
Yeah! Day! Uh-oh. Good to be here on a hump day. That's right. I'm enthralled with the Dodgers-Cubs game. Sasaki loaded them up, but then the Cubs couldn't get a hit. They did walk in 1 run, and it's 3-1. Dodgers, in case you're wondering. But it's good to be here on a I wouldn't mind this. Maybe Major League Baseball should do this just for our sake, E.
Yeah.
Every day have a game at 6 a.m. Be great. Roll in here, watch some ball. Just one game a day. At 6
score?
Yeah, 3-1. Just one game, and we'll watch a game every day, 6 a.m.
I'm down.
You know, we'll like that. Just be for us, me and you.
Yeah, why not? We deserve it. We're good fans.
Yeah.
When I was bebopping around, they were disappointed y'all didn't give them play-by-play yesterday.
The Dodgers and the
they wanted play-by-play.
Oh, hidden play-by-play. I mean, we got some play-by-play experience up here now. We're good at it. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted.
You are?
I was up late.
Oh, no. What are you watching?
80,000 pages of JFK files. I dove into it. Yeah.
I thought maybe you were watching the hockey.
No. Edmonton beat the living heck out of the Utah Hockey Club last night, though.
Did the Flames not beat the Rangers last night?
That was early.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I wasn't sure if it was maybe 2 days ago. It just caught my attention.
I tell you what,
saying hockey.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I tell you what, I didn't watch.
What's that?
The playing games.
Wow, you should have.
I know.
Well, the first one especially.
Yeah. No, I didn't watch them. You know why? This is.
this
you know why I didn't watch
it? A doozy. Here comes a doozy.
This is true. I was at work.
Remind me of my new idea to make money.
And I was at work.
Okay.
And
moguling.
I was doing stuff.
You should wear like a ski uniform, like a guy who does moguls.
Yeah, you should.
Like you could do that at Halloween. What are you?
And I thought about the playing games.
Okay.
And I said, I wonder are the playing games tonight? And I looked and
tonight and tomorrow.
I said, yeah, they are, because Thursday the tournament starts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, you know what? I don't know what channel they're on.
You didn't bother looking. You're that excited. The madness is pulsing through you. You can't get enough hoops right now.
So I'm like, that was it. That was enough for me to not watch them.
I'll watch, Find a Farmer a Wife.
I didn't know what channel they're on.
Yeah, True TV, I think, is what. Well, I don't
probably
know.
Was.
Yeah, I C buttoned it. I was home.
Yeah.
I had the value of the C button.
I didn't care. I don't have the C button at work.
Yeah.
And I could have found it. But
that's too bad.
I wasn't willing to put forth that extra effort.
It's funny.
I find the play-in game.
It's funny. I watched the first play-in game, and I was like, well, I wish really the second one is the one I want to watch. I DVR'd the second one, and by about 10 minutes of fast forwarding, so I don't need to watch this. North Carolina blew the doors off. San Diego State, by the way, is a pretty good little tourney team. They've been really successful the last decade, especially. So, impressive win. Look out, Ole Miss.
Yeah.
North Carolina probably going to win that game straight up. And this isn't about the committee. This is about how dicey it is to get through that tournament. I mean, here's one of the last teams that got invited. And by the way, that team, then we talked about this yesterday, if you win a play-in game, 12 of the last 13 win their first round game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty. 12 of the last 13 years, a play-in winner has gone on to round 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and 2 of them went to the Final Four, so.
Ole Miss Carolina is a good matchup.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I might pick the upset there. Depends on what's next. I think a lot of times when you're picking early upsets, it's you try and match it up with a team that you think is losing to the team you like in the next round. I found yesterday as I started putting pen to paper on the bracket, I still haven't filled one out. I was a lot more torn than I felt like when it first came out. Changing my mind on some matchups. I don't like that.
All right, just for the record, the 3 of us have a bet. Is that correct, men?
Yep.
Winner, second, nothing happens. Loser spins the wheel.
That is correct.
That is the way. Now, the scoring system. Are we doing it 6, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Mm-hmm.
So
how we've always done it.
Right? How we've always done it. So therefore, it keeps kind of everybody in it.
True.
So, you might win the first round, but if we all have different now, you and I are going to have the same champion in all likelihood.
There's no all likelihood.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. And very often that need meets value. Dan. It's an easy pick.
And E will have a different one.
We're just going to be rooting like heck for, Duke.
E's going to ride with Duke. So
yeah, we know that.
It could come down to are Florida and Duke on the same side, or are they in the final?
They meet in the final.
Yeah.
So that would be a 6-pointer.
Oh man.
And that probably would be for everything.
Yeah, I would take it right now. I'd spin the wheel for Florida to win it all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it would happen to correlate, but yeah, I'd happily spin a wheel. You tell me right now, spin the wheel, the Gators win the Natty.
Yeah.
Like I'd run to the wheel right now. How many of them on there right now would you do if I told you if you do X amount of these, that we'll just look at the old one. We'll put new ones on there.
Yeah.
How many of these that are on there right now would you be willing to do to guarantee a national title for Florida right now?
The only one I wouldn't do is the Milk Mile.
You wouldn't do that one.
I don't feel like doing that.
I did that one to make E.T. take Destiny out on a date.
Iceman goalie be fine.
Okay.
I'd do the diaper walk.
Yeah. Of course you would. Yeah, you wouldn't care.
Spiders and snakes, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I missing anything up there, bro?
Yeah, you're missing the blow up date.
Yeah, well, sorry. But,
but still.
I do a blow up date. I don't care.
So the only thing, that's
Reagan,
amazing.
The wife might be angry with me, though.
Well,
are you
take her
cheating
with
on me?
Take her with you.
Hey, honey, come on. Let's
take her with you. Get really freaky. Get freaky with it. Yeah. So so you do them all, but the Milk Mile. But in theory, I've already done that one. Which ones would I not do?
Yeah.
Dodgers have hit a bomb.
Well, of course they have. They've got $1 billion payroll.
Kiki hit it.
They have more deferred money than the Marlins franchise is even worth. Let me just say which ones if you're telling me the Gators are going to win the national title, I've already done the milk challenge. I'd do all of them in order of what I'd like to do the least.
Yeah.
Least for me would be
diaper walk.
The blow up date.
What?
I'm with Hick. The diaper walk, you're narrowing your exposure. You're just walking up to the corner here. I mean, as bad as it is, it's over in 10 minutes. It'll live forever on social media, but oh well. Diaper walk and blow up date to me are equally annoying. So, but the blow up date, it takes a lot of effort. You got to do a bunch. I got to get in a car. I got to go somewhere. I don't need all that. And so then I'd do the diaper walk after that. And then the others are whatever. I don't care about any of them. Spiders and snakes, I would be number one.
FSU starts their spring practice today. Mike Norvell threw everybody a curveball at closed practice. First time he's done that over there. He's,
Tallahassee gets the Jacksonville treatment. That's what he always closes it here when he comes over.
So it's interesting. I listen, it puts FSU media, who are a good bunch of dudes, and they're in a tough spot because, listen, it's most colleges do this now. FSU had always been more of an open book. I don't know. They made fun of DJ last year and his tackling drills and some other stuff. But no more seeing Mike White sprint against the dudes, I guess.
Well, you think, this also happens.
There's a lot going on in FSU
Well, you also
football.
start you don't help your relationship with the local media. Let's just put it that way,
right?
And there is no
That's
more there's no more apologetic media in the world than local sports media. That's here with the Jags. It's out of hope and optimism and of the people that are watching and listening to you. You get your easiest coverage comes from the local media because for the most part the fans want you to succeed, and there's plenty to pick at with Mike Norvell and what happened last year in that 2-10 season. And they better be right on this quarterback. They keep mamby-pambying around. They've yet to get an impact quarterback. Even Jordan Travis just happened for them. It's not like they went and pulled a coup.
Right.
So, you're not gonna get to that next step, I don't think, with the Castellanos of the world. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. There's college baseball last night. How about this? Now, this is incredible. Tennessee Volunteers, #1 baseball program in all the land.
Okay.
All right. Hadn't lost a game all year. Okay.
All right.
Just swept Florida, who was like, depending on what you look at, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th in the country. Swept them. They're, I think, 20-0. And they play East Tennessee State, midweek game, and lose 7-6.
Nice. Well, I mean, there's an obvious reason for that. Florida softened them up.
Yeah. So Tennessee undefeated no more. They lose to the East Tennessee State Buccaneers.
I mean, what a tangled web it has been for one Charlton P. Gainey.
Yeah, Wofford, Tennessee is tough.
Well, in East Tennessee State, isn't that where he ultimately, where did he go after Wofford? He had 2 places. Wasn't he at East Tennessee State at one point?
May have been.
In college?
No one knows.
I'm disappointed in you. That's a question I should have. But you guys dine at the steakhouse together. I
Sure
figured
we
you went through his old annuals, as we used to call them back in the day, yearbooks, annuals.
Oh, we've seen the programs with him on the cover.
I think he went to East Tennessee State. I think he maybe started at East Tennessee State and then had to go to the lower.
He was a JUCO bandit. I know that.
Maybe that's what it was.
Shout out.
In the state of Florida, shout out.
Listen, it won't take long. I'll get an answer on the text line from him, I'm sure, or just text me.
Oh, he's in Arizona.
Either way, you got East. Oh, really?
He may not.
Either way, you would have East Tennessee State beating Tennessee. Now you got Tennessee Wofford. So look out, Vols.
Florida beat JU, hammered them last night. Run ruled them 16-4. They were hitting bombs.
Eastern Kentucky. He went Manatee.
That was it.
He went Manatee, Eastern Kentucky, Wofford.
That was it.
Okay.
And then Mercer beat FSU. So midweek college baseball, how much does it matter or whatever, pitching arms and such. But anyway, that occurred last night. All right, let's get our Dream Fighters Homes poll question of the day in.
Okay.
It was time for a temperature check.
Temp check.
I like the temp check from the Jag fan. And I like to see how they shift depending on what they hear and learn over the time. So, temp check Jags fans, who do you want with the number 5 overall pick? And it's a temp check for me because I have to come up with 4 names, and I want to come up with 4 different positions. And so I obviously have Mason Graham, who everybody knows about.
Consensus.
And I threw in Travis Hunter because he could be there. Don't know, but he could be there.
There are scenarios.
I would never know, but he still could be there.
But you never know with the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
The
They get overdrafted.
The only guy who I would be shocked if he was there is Abdul the Butcher.
And PFF's most recent mock had him available.
Yeah.
I
would be
had
shocked.
him, Hunter, and Graham all there.
Because
I would too.
I'm of the ilk that there will just be one quarterback taken in front of us, not 3 as PFF like to do, and not. I don't even think 2.
Yeah,
I think 1 quarterback.
Okay, I think,
but maybe 2.
Only because I've seen what they do.
Rooting for 2.
I hear you.
So Mason Graham, Travis Hunter, Will Campbell. You want some offensive line? Again, the best thing the Jags have done with free agency is set up their chessboard. They can go any which way. They can move and groove. They're not pigeonholed into.
Got to get a guard.
We had to take Anton Harrison a couple years ago. Right. And Tet McMillan. So I think that's an interesting one as well. So
Tet McMillan seems to have really tumbled. I don't see him as much projected in that top 10 as I have before. Didn't we have one yesterday? Didn't Mel have him like 22?
Ooh, that smell. I see.
Maybe not.
I see debate on Tet McMillan.
Yeah.
But I see Steve Smith not big on Ted McMillan, but then I see Steve Smith talking to the Ravens trumpeter. So I don't know what,
Okay.
I can't
think he got some of his advice from the trumpeter?
Maybe.
Or you're just not sure the actual research he's putting into the...
you shouldn't be messing with the trumpeter if the trumpeter's married.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway.
fair.
600 Yeah, 600 plus votes.
All right. They're going to go... who do you want or who do you think they'll take?
Who do you want?
Okay.
With a number 5 overall pick?
If they've been completely corralled and put in their pin by the media, then it's probably going to Mason Graham. But for this answer would have always been Travis Hunter.
Okay.
I'd like to hope that it's still Travis Hunter, but I bet it's Mason Graham.
All right.
Oh, yeah. I want the Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter.
All right. Well, 44% agree with you about Travis Hunter. 36.5% like Mason Graham.
Okay.
10.7 say Will Campbell. 8.8 say Ted McMillan.
Yeah. And it's interesting. You could argue that receiver's as big a hole as any. You really could. You got Eric Armstead sliding back inside. That's not the hole that it was a year ago. You've got, you what were the other positions? Offensive line, you added 3.
Yeah.
Corner.
You added a corner.
And corner, that seems like a sketchy ad to me, though, for long term.
No, he's not young.
More secondary, not sketchy. That's not fair. Lewis is a more, it seems
That's
like
why I still think the Jags may look to bring in another corner.
You know what? If you go corner high, what's wrong with making one position super strong?
Right.
Rather than, I don't think we're good at corner at all still. I'm still really worried about corner.
Well, this is Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. Dreamfinders Homes offering an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. You can lock down the rate and get the game. Dreamfinders Homes are in 15 different locations.
15?
That's right, all throughout Jacksonville. Visit DreamFindersHomes.com for sales event information. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you, especially you first-time homeowners. We got trivia. We got the Power Hour with the Murph Man.
Nice.
We got a lot going on today. It's a happy hump day here on the drill.
It's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. We're going to just flush you right into late week. March Madness talk as we move along. Got to fill out those sheets of integrity. At some point this week.
Here's the offering.
We'll
Swing in a ground ball foul.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This traffic report is brought to you by 1010XL. I-95 North.
Hey, it sucks.
I-95 South.
It sucks.
Beltway East.
Sucks.
Beltway West.
It sucks.
Butler Boulevard.
It sucks.
E.T. here, and if you've ever been injured in an accident, visit my buddy Dr. McGowan at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center. You have 14 days to see a doctor and protect your insurance benefits, even if you're at fault. And no matter what you hear, you have the right to choose your own doctor. So I recommend McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation. Their auto experts will guide you in every step of the way to ensure the care that you need. Your recovery starts with McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Zero Res. Beat the spring cleaning rush with big savings and priority booking by calling our heroes at Zero Res. I love them. I've used them time and time again. Carpets, tile, and grout. Oh, house looks better, smells better, feels better. And get winter's lingering game out of there. Get ready for spring, fresh floors, improved air quality. Oh, don't forget about those air ducts. They're like the lungs of your home. If you're dirty, your indoor air quality suffers. And this month, get One Room Zero Resified from Jacksonville's #1 carpet cleaner, starting just $53. Take $100 off your air duct cleaning, too. You owe it to yourself and your family to breathe healthy, happy, and clean. Call Zero Res, 287-5727. Go online, ZeroRes.com. Tell them Hicken sent you. Zero Res, spell it forwards or backwards. Right way to clean.
This is Hayes Cartline for Physician Guided Weight Loss. I'll tell you, this program works. I'm losing weight. I've got more energy. So my friend started the program a few weeks ago, and she's already seeing results.
That's right, Hayes. I just had my first month weigh-in, and I'm down 11 pounds. The food noise in my head is gone, and I just feel good. Plus, I have had no side effects.
Now's the time to do something that works. Start with Physician Guided Weight Loss, 257-4344, or visit pgweightloss.com.
guys, your lawn's the home field. Now you can champion your St. Augustine grass. TopDressing.com just hit Jacksonville with a game-changing patented process. Aerate and transform your turf into a fairway-worthy masterpiece. Less water, shorter cuts, and the envy of every neighbor. No one else delivers a perfect 10 lawn like this. Visit TopDressing.com and dominate your block with the same process that golf courses use. Top dress your lawn like the pros with TopDressing.com.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Tired of supermarket produce that's traveled thousands of miles before you get it? Treat your family to farm fresh, Florida-grown fruits and veggies delivered right to your home with Doorbell Farms. No supply chain issues or questionable origins, just seasonal produce handpicked from local farmers. Subscribe monthly and enjoy the best local farm produce delivered right to you. Sign up now at doorbellfarms.com. Connecting real people to real family farms. Doorbellfarms.com.
Good teachers and coaches get the most out of their scholar athletes. That's why 1010XL salutes the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Wednesdays on The Frangie Show.
Get a healthy start in 2025. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to encourage you to get healthy and stay healthy this year. They have a dedicated team who are committed to providing quality care. The goal is to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Visit duval.floridahealth.gov to learn more about their health programs and services. That's duval.floridahealth.gov.
Pizza to Tea here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find the scratch kitchen that comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Come on, somebody.
Tired of seeing the signs of aging? Spring is here, a time to renew. I'm Dr. Mark Capel, a board-certified dermatologist, here to help you look and feel your best with minimal to no downtime. Rejuvenate your skin, strengthen your core, and sculpt your body with advanced face and body treatments designed to restore your youthful glow and confidence. Just in time for spring and summer. A healthier, more fit you starts now. Visit Dermagnify.com and step into spring looking and feeling your best.
Hello, I'm attorney Malcolm Anthony. Being charged with domestic violence can turn your life upside down. If you're in trouble, call me, Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Get Smart John is polished up by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
You know him, you love him. He's bald, he's beautiful, he smells so darn good. Savage. TriviaNation.com's own Get Smart John, duly named by this program.
That's correct.
In the year 2003.
Probably earlier than that.
I don't know.
No, been a while. That goes back to the day where we worked there in the vampire's coffin.
John's the type of guy who probably could tell us the exact day that he began.
That's 01 or 02.
Our anniversary date, he would call it. Good morning, Johnny.
Good morning, Googans. Actually, you named me that in 2005.
Okay.
Yeah, but you started the trivia before then.
That is correct. Only a year before that,
Okay,
though.
all right. I'll believe you. That's 20 years. 20 years. Good grief.
I know. That is hard. Yeah, going back to the old station when you were on St. Meadows Road. Yes. So, all right. I do have a few shout-outs.
Yes, you do.
I do. So, first of all,
he's
shout-out
everybody's
to,
friend, Jeff.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like you guys.
Most people's.
Right. No, if Jeff a long time ago said I'm a mini celebrity, that makes me a mini celebrity.
There you go. Correct.
I'm not impressed with
Never
the
have-
mini celebrity status.
Never have been.
My job gives me.
They should run that.
Something like that.
Yeah, something to that effect. True. Ring true.
Mm-hmm.
Serve me well.
Okay. So shout out to John Caldwell,
Johnny C,
longtime Guggen.
Yeah.
The winners last night to Mike and the lovely Cameron.
Shout out Cameron and Mike.
Yes. And last, but by no means least, special birthday shout out to my New York City girl, Kaylee Crawford.
Shout out Kaylee Crawford. Happy birthday. 32.
31, actually.
31. That's
Yes,
close.
Yeah. Very good. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into it, gentlemen.
Yeah, we're not really jumping right into it because we've taken about 5 minutes. However, we are now ready to take questions.
In 1968, by the way, cars is the
In
category.
cars, doo-doo.
The first federal law was introduced mandating the inclusion of what safety features in new passenger cars?
That'd be the seatbelt.
Yeah, good job, E.
Yeah.
I was going to say ashtray.
No, those probably went way back.
Remember those? Remember the ashtrays back in the day?
Mom and
God,
dad,
You know what
windows
a-
rolled up.
You know what a
firing
pain it
ripping
must have been
darts.
to clean those things? Remember they're little and they like flipped up or
Oh,
down, those little
Yep.
metal things?
Yep.
No, a lot of people
Some
listening right now
71.
go, no, I don't remember.
Yeah,
that.
some 71 Cutlass.
Yeah.
Well, think about this: how strange that they allowed smoking in hospitals.
Shoot, smoking in airplanes, dude.
I know, right?
Crazy.
It's crazy. It really is.
But I don't remember, like, first thing, we didn't all, like, want to file a class action lawsuit if we happen to smell secondhand smoke. But I don't remember being on airplanes and being especially bothered by the smoke, even though people were smoking.
No, because everybody smoked.
I can
You're
remember,
you were
shoot,
accustomed to it.
when I started in this building working for the old Channel 17 in 1991, I can remember walking into the newsroom the first day and half the newsroom smoking.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's true. So, by the way,
Indoors.
because I want to.
By the way, that's the point.
So, I was on River City Live this past Monday, St. Patty's Day. So I had a couple St. Patty's Day questions. Okay. So I'm going to give you the one that you're going to probably get right away. But first, let me just say, okay, what is the Green Monster?
Fenway Park.
Yeah, the left field.
Right. Okay. Right. So, but the lovely Eden Kendall came back and said the Hart Bridge, and I had to give it to her because she's right. Coming off the river run.
No, Eden,
the
I'm
green-
sorry,
yeah,
you're
the-
wrong.
yeah, the
and you
green-
shouldn't have
Oh,
gave
no,
it to her. You're soft.
Yeah, you are soft.
You don't act that way
Yeah,
for us.
no, ever.
Shame on you.
That's a different game.
Yeah.
I mean, and by the way, Eden doesn't need you leveling the playing field. She's a big girl. She can take her L and say,
need to take that
you can
L.
say, you know what, that's a great way to tie it in locally. Yeah, that would be. But if you ask anyone in the United States of America what the Green Monster is, yeah, it's going to
Okay,
be.
well, you didn't let me finish either. First of all,
that's you know, you have a
she's
question.
Avid runner. She's an avid runner, as you well know. Okay, and then she did follow up by saying Fenway. So, but I liked the way that she was thinking.
Well,
okay,
you've completely changed the way that the whole thing went now.
Okay, well now I got
Now
one
it's fine.
that I think you're not going to get.
Oh, and you just said that she got. You're trying to do that. You're trying
see
to
what's happening
trying
here.
to drive this wedge between
Yeah.
us
No.
and Eden.
You won't do it. You can't do
I'm
that.
not trying.
That woman is a saint.
And I know Mr. Eden Kendall was listening too.
I was talking to Mr. Eden Kendall all through players. He was sending me all kinds of good stuff.
Yes. Okay. So, because it was St. Patty's or Patrick's and things, so or Green or okay. So, the actor Sean Astin, probably best known for portraying Rudy, right? Okay.
Patty Duke.
Oh my gosh, you did get it!
Yeah.
Wow.
Stick that where the sun don't shine,
Yeah.
Johnny.
Hey, you know what he just did? He hit that about hit that about 12 feet over the Green Monster is what he did. Yeah.
Oh, that's a triple.
Yeah, right over the Green Monster.
You know what, E? Your boy Raposo just caught that one.
Yeah, hit it. He just hit it right over the Hart Bridge.
Okay. Well, I will say that I'm humbled now. Okay. Not only did you get it, you got it
Took 20
without
years.
that.
I got it without the question.
20 years to humble him,
I
which,
know.
by the way, is outside the Robert's Rules of Order. We're going to let it pass this time.
Okay. And here's one more for you. Okay. Again, think about the theme, green and the whole Irish thing. Okay.
Sure.
supermodel of the 1980s may have donned the Sports Illustrated.
Elle McPherson.
Let me finish. Okay. Okay. Was also in the movie Necessary Roughness.
Oh,
Kathy Ireland.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Who's a beautiful lady until she opened her mouth. I talk like a Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, she did talk like she had been breathing in helium.
She didn't last long, did she? Like her star went quick, didn't she? I mean,
Yeah,
she didn't have the lifespan of some of the other quote supermodels of the era.
I don't think she had much acting chops.
Yeah, but wasn't she a model first or no? Yeah.
Oh yeah, model. Yes. Yes. She was in a few movies, but yeah, nothing remarkable for sure. Okay. Movies. In the film The Hangover, what animal do the main characters find in their bathroom?
Tiger.
Yeah.
Good job, E. E, you're hot today.
Mike Tyson's tiger.
That's right. Somebody's got to return that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mike also knocked out one of the dudes.
He did.
It was
Ed Helms, whatever his name is.
What was his name? Not Doug.
No.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jeff. I think it was Ed Helms.
Yeah, I don't know his
Ed
character
Helms.
name.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ed Helms got a face tattoo.
Yeah, the face tat. What's his name, E? Come on, you're hot right now. What are the names of the characters in Hangover?
I know Carlos was the baby.
Carlos.
Yeah, I would have never gotten that one.
Yeah, Doug, because they lost their friend Doug. Doug.
Now I can't think of anything but
Phil.
Doug.
There was Phil. No, Phil
but-
was Cooper.
Yeah, that was Cooper. But
Alan was Gafalaka.
that's what I was thinking of. Alan.
Stu. I looked it up.
There we go.
Stu.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
Yeah.
No.
And I've seen all three of them more than once. That name is not registered.
Yeah. Mike Tyson, by the way, was Mike Tyson.
Otani's just homered, so there's that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
No,
top of the wall.
Recent events.
Recent events.
Okay.
The devastating January wildfires that burned in Southern California were fueled by powerful winds that bear the name of what canyon in Orange County?
Is it Santa Ana, Jeff?
Well, it's definitely the Santa Ana winds, but I don't. Is there a Santa Ana Canyon? I feel like that's I mean, the Santa Anas are the seasonal winds.
Didn't
that
he
blow
say
through.
we're fueled by the winds?
Yes, yeah, for sure. I don't know if there's a Santa Ana Canyon, but
let's not overthink.
Okay,
All right.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
don't
wind-
you think if we know?
Yeah, the winds are the Santa Ana winds.
So Santa Ana.
Yeah.
That's the answer. Santa Ana.
Good.
Yeah.
Didn't overthink it.
Yeah,
Never heard of the Santa Ana Canyon. That's interesting.
No, me either.
I lived in Santa Ana when I was a kid.
How about that?
I can, my parents lived in Southern California for a bit. My dad I were playing golf kind of out in the desert, and the Santa Anas blew through, and it was unbelievable. 50 sustained for a while, and then it kind of goes away. It's weird.
I've stayed at the Hotel California.
Yeah, it's such a lovely place.
In fact, I was living it up.
Okay.
You check in, but you don't check out.
That's what they say. You can never leave.
That's right.
Beverages.
What was the original Gatorade flavor when the drink debuted in 1965?
It's got to go lemon lime.
Lemon lime, yeah.
Yeah, that yellow.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Just for drill.
It was a home run, by the way.
Okay.
Do you remember the original company name that owned Gatorade?
Yeah, I do. I can see it there. It's like, was it Del Monte, maybe?
That's a great guess. But
something like that? No, it's not. Who is it? I don't know. Stokely. There you go.
And I don't know if you're old enough to remember, Jeff. Maybe you are, Dan. But they would have the NFL helmets on the caps of Gatorade, and they had a whole little collection. I had almost all of them.
Wow.
Do you remember that?
I used to buy the little plastic helmets in the gumball machines.
Yes.
Oh, those. Gosh, I'd love those things when you're a kid. Simple pleasures.
Yep.
Yes.
And then by the time our kids came along, you'd blown it up. You could no longer have fun for 25 cents a pop. You got to buy these $30 mini helmets. So all of us had the little plastic cheap. You could pop the face mask off and change the face mask colors on different teams, for 25 cents a pop. Now we got to buy them, off of Amazon. The whole collection for $2.30. Thanks.
And let's do the audio clue.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Okay.
Hello?
TV show.
Some 70s action show.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who says hello.
I mean, it's like, you know, is it not like Rhoda or no? Could it be like, it's not emergency?
No.
That's it gets too slow here. There at the beginning was a little more.
I know this, but I can't.
Start the beginning again, E.
Yeah, I got to hear the hello. Listen to the who says hello. Maybe that's.
Yeah, there you go. That's a hint.
Okay.
Hello? Guy.
God, I'm going to be mad. I know this.
It's definitely one of those 70s variety shows.
No,
it's like a Odd Couple or. I know that this part of it. That's definitely.
I know you recognize it.
What about like? It's not Chips, is it? No. What's
I think this is before Chips. I don't. You
like
know what?
Mannix or
yeah.
Or Columbo. Columbo.
Oh, come on.
I don't know what it is. What do you mean? Oh, come on.
Columbo, you should know. Okay, the Bob Newhart show.
Yes.
But Columbo was the mystery theater thing. I had a very
okay. Good for you.
Okay, you're younger.
Columbo like twice.
I should have got it.
Mannix. I'll go back to Mannix.
I should have got it.
Yeah, I didn't.
I just don't remember. That's Bob saying hello. Yeah.
Yeah, don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Why would he? Oh,
you remember the music though.
I remember the music, but I don't attach it to
right?
it. Yeah, no.
Okay, here's one that's a sports question that
He hasn't gotten us on an audio clue in months. That's frustrating.
I needed that to be like the Carol Burnett theme or something that, you know.
all that kind of that same era.
Yeah.
You're right. Who was the first Major League Baseball player to reach 3,000 hits and 500 home runs in his career?
Babe never got 3.
Is it Ted Williams?
I think. Did he get 3,000 for sure?
I don't know
because he missed.
Is it Aaron or Mays? I mean, they both did both. I know. It's got to, if it's the first. I mean it. What about like Musial? Did he get? Musial doesn't have 500 homers.
No.
I mean, it's the 500 homer.
You
got to think, guys, when we were kids, there were only 7 guys that had 500 homers.
Yeah.
So
it could be.
I would think that Ted Williams had 3,000 hits.
I don't think he did,
really?
though.
Okay, well, you're more in those stats and historical stats than I am.
But I just know he missed the prime of his 4 years. Remember, we always said
but he still got to 500 homers, though.
Did he?
Didn't we say he was on the 500 homer club?
We know Will.
I thought we
when
just
Willie.
did.
When would Willie got there?
Yeah, Willie. Well, Hank Aaron also.
Well, Willie would have got there first.
Yeah. So, I missed a baseball question on the Murphy Power Hour.
That'd be bad.
Good question, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
That's
very
good. It's good. Yeah, because it was a very exclusive club. You're right.
There's like 7. It was like it was like,
and we throw guys out.
It was like Mel Ott, wasn't it, or like there was some weird names.
Mel Ott. It'd be Mel Ott. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if there's any way back when Ruth guy who did it. Like Gehrig didn't do it.
Right.
Ruth didn't do it.
No.
Ty Cobb didn't do it.
I think you get to Musial, Williams.
Yeah, I don't think those 2 guys did it. And therefore, DiMaggio didn't do it. Mantle didn't do it.
Did he get 3,000?
He didn't get 3,000. I bet it's Mays.
Yeah, Willie Mays.
Hank Aaron.
It was Aaron. Yeah, one of the 2.
Again, a great question.
One of the 2. I should have insisted on my guy.
I almost want to throw John off the
I should have insisted on my guy.
Hey.
That's all.
You have no. You can't. That's all on you guys. This is your wheelhouse.
You son of a bee.
Yep, you can say that all you want.
Should have got that.
Is it still 7 players?
With 500 and 3,000?
Yeah.
That's good.
Miggy?
But didn't Hank also have second for all-time hits, too, behind Pete Rose?
A-Rod?
Hank Aaron is not second in all-time hits. Is he?
Okay. I thought he was at one time.
He may have been at one
Hank
time.
Hank had 3,600.
Yeah, 3,600 hits.
Rafa.
But that's not whose
Eddie Murray,
whose
Willie
record
Mays,
that
Hank Aaron.
that Rose broke, so he couldn't be second.
The only two guys from yesteryear are Aaron and Mays. Eddie Murray did it. Rafa Palmeiro did it. All the cheaters.
The old school guys, just those two, huh?
Yeah. How about that?
And the 500 home run club has gotten stupid watered down.
Right.
That was also, so when we were kids, that was like 7 guys that had done 500.
Right.
Was it? It wasn't hardly any.
Wow, good one.
Yeah.
I still want to throw you off the air, though. I'm ticked. 2 good ones that I should have known.
You think Daniel Murphy would know that? If he's not listening, he probably is.
He probably would know.
Yeah.
He's good at baseball. He's gotten really good at. He's got great knowledge.
Yes, he does. Technology.
Yep.
What company created the PlayStation gaming console?
Sony.
Yes.
Pete Rose is first in hits. Ty Cobb is second in hits, and Henry Aaron is third.
So
37-71.
Wow.
Stan the Man at 36-30. Tris Speaker 35. Derek Jeter 34.
Yeah, Aaron's got to be on the Rushmore.
Yeah.
Who would you put on the Rushmore?
Oh, don't start that. We'll do that later.
Oh, I like that. I want to hear about
Baseball's
that.
a hard one. That'd be a tough one.
That's
a
good.
tougher one.
That's good for Murph in here.
Yeah,
I like that.
Let's make a
that
note
takes
here.
time.
It does.
It's impossible.
That's so subjective
No, it's
sometimes
not.
too, you know.
You have to. Nothing's impossible.
I
All
love
we're doing
a
is all you're doing is saying who you think the best 4 baseball players all time are.
I love a good old Rushmore.
Well, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's your Rushmore.
Daniel Murphy.
Put whoever you want on there.
I bet you're in agreement on who number 1 is, though.
Francisco Lindor.
The Babe.
Yeah, the Babe. Yeah.
Of course. There's no debate.
Shohei Ohtani.
That ultimately will be the kick point.
Yeah.
Probably not there yet.
Not there yet.
Right.
Yeah.
He's getting
Food.
glorious food.
What is the primary ingredient in traditional Korean kimchi?
Kimchi. I love me some kimchi. That would be a duck.
I don't know. I don't eat Korean food. It sounds like beef to me, man.
Okay.
I'm going beef.
That would be cabbage.
Okay.
Or cabbage. Put a little cabbage on my kimchi, and I'm happy as can be. In fact,
Is what you get when you go to Luxembourg?
shout out later, E.
Huh?
You up for some kimchi for lunch today?
Yeah, let's put a little cabbage on my kimchi, and I'm all
Let's
good.
go.
The cabbage is the kimchi.
Oh, okay. What's inside the cabbage? Is it just
Who knows?
cabbage?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm sure there's other things.
Okay, we got time for a couple more, John. I'm in a bad mood now. I had 2 easy hits, and I got them wrong. I don't mind missing.
You should be in a bad
I
mood
don't
after
mind
that.
missing like science questions.
Yeah,
I
president,
don't mind
yeah.
missing geography.
Yeah.
I damn sure mind missing sports questions, and I damn sure mind missing 70s TV show theme song questions.
Yeah. That's
I
gonna
know
stick
every
to-
one of those.
If just hit him right in the mouth with a 1968 love ballad, and
Sure
we're gonna have to
did.
talk him off the ledge.
I mean, you better find me some damn bread on the way out here. Little best of bread.
If a
E.
picture
Baby, I'ma want
paints
you.
1,000 words, then why can't I paint you?
Oh man.
Oh man.
Best of
hurts.
bread, buddy. Hey, we all the folks of our generation, we all got busy doing some best of bread game.
Yes.
Better bet your
Absolutely.
bottom
Dollar.
Yeah, something.
All right, ask me a question and get out of here. I hate you.
Geography.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Blue question.
Luxembourg.
Stretching over 4,300 miles along the western edge of South America. What is the longest mountain range in the world?
It's the Andes.
Oh,
Yes.
you darn right it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Also
Yeah,
a delicious
go.
little
All right.
chocolate mint.
I mean, I got
Okay,
Patty
movie.
Duke today, and I was all happy.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah.
even
Well, that
ask
was
you the
strong,
question.
though.
I got the
Wasn't
Andes.
very strong.
I got the Andes.
All right, movies, go.
What 1994 film follows the story of 2 hitmen, a boxer, and a crime boss?
1994.
There's 4 characters, or those are describing the 2 characters. See what I'm saying?
Yes, there are 4.
Okay.
There are 4. Yes.
That's one of those.
That's
Yeah, it's.
I know you've all seen it too.
Tarantino movie.
Yeah, it's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
By the way, don't crash your
Hey,
plane.
don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah,
I know.
And I'll leave you this week. I like to give you one last parting shot of advice, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't crash your plane in the Andes. They'll eat you.
Ooh.
That's how they roll down there.
Alive.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, you crash anywhere in the world. Don't crash in the Andes. They'll eat you when you
That's
do.
not good.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's get smart, John.
Thank you, Johnny.
It smells
Great day.
terrific to be bathed in that Savage today. We're back with more next. Petros Plumbing Wednesday. 10-minute drill. Some headlines from around the sports world next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Catch the draft and Accelerate to the checkered flag. Hey. Sunday at Miami. NASCAR is tuned up by Maxie's Mechanics on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Beard's Diamonds. This is where Jacksonville shops for engagement rings and fine diamond jewelry. Why? Well, location. They're in the St. John's Town Center. Man, they stand out in a big way. They're local. Local. Owners are part of our community. Shout out to the Lupos for more than 40 years. Yeah, money spent at Beard's doesn't go to Wall Street. It stays right here. Best part, you don't compromise on anything. Beard's has the best selection of diamonds in Northeast Florida, hands down. All picked by the local owner. Doesn't have to jack up prices to meet a corporate bottom line. Doesn't have commission salespeople. They have advisors. Beard's has all the top names in bridal jewelry, Tacori, Viraggio, dozens more. And most importantly, they guarantee to give you a better price, a better value, period. Listen, a lot of these chain jewelry stores, they're owned by the same mega conglomerate. Different store names, but they're all the same owner. Beard's is locally owned, man. We take care of our own in Jacksonville, and Beard's will take care of you. Don't buy a diamond or any piece of jewelry without talking to my friends at Beard's. Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Garber Auto Mall is home of the lifetime warranty. Every new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Ford comes with a lifetime warranty. At Garber Auto Mall, your purchase is covered for life. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
St. Johns County parents, does your kid have energy to burn? Want them to play a sport for their middle school? Sign up today for the St. Johns Middle School Athletic Association. Spring pickleball, tackle football, dance, and cheerleading. Who doesn't want their kid to be the next NFL quarterback or dance floor diva? Hurry, time is running out. March is almost over. You know how fast your kid can go from playing Xbox to practicing their touchdown dance or sideline cheer? Sign up at sjmsaa.org. sjmsaa.org.
Spring is in the air. Time to wake up your lawn with Heroes Lawn Care. Say goodbye to pesky mosquitoes with their organic and spray treatments. Perfect for outdoor fun. Keep your lawn clean and fresh with their pet waste removal for homes and businesses. Heroes Lawn Care takes care of it all. From mowing, edging, fertilizer, to irrigation, and much more. Visit heroeslawncare.com.
Struggling with ED? Now Riddle Wellness has a solution that works. You've heard of PRP treatments for joint pain relief. That same technology is now available with the P-Shot, a non-surgical treatment for ED. Using your body's natural power, the P-Shot helps restore function naturally. No pills, no downtime, just results. Schedule a free consultation at elevatejacksonville.com and learn what the P-Shot can do for you. Riddle Wellness, your health, your confidence totally restored. Visit elevatejacksonville.com.
You know, Mr. Chubby's Wings is giving away free beer again this year for the Madness Tournament.
Do they really give you a free pint of Miller Lite for each game you pick right?
Yes, all you got to do is fill out your bracket now at 1010XL.com. The overall winner gets tickets to Welcome to Rockville on Saturday. But for free beer, just download your bracket, print it out, and bring it into any Mr. Chubby's Wings location during the games. Every game you pick right, you get a free beer.
Go to 1010XL.com now. It's the free beer Chubby Madness Bracket Challenge. See Mr. Chubby's Wings Facebook for full contest details.
Who's new? Get to know who and why they're a good fit on the First Coast.
This man right here does whatever it takes.
Free agency profiles are covered by Universal Roof and Contracting. Roll through the offseason with AA Automotive and 1010XL.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, call Sam, Harry, or Joe at AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex engine repairs, AA Automotive promises expert service and honest pricing from a local family biz. AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Slacker Plumbing.
Yeah, hey, listen, I need a plumber over here right now.
Yeah, well, we don't have any openings for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yep.
I was just changing the shower head and the water line broke and it's flying everywhere.
All right, 1 week.
What if I throw you an extra $100 to come now?
What's the address?
It's 205.
Oh, I guess he changed his mind.
If you've got a leak that can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing and fix your plumbing problems fast. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Looking for adventure? Need a machine that works as hard as you do? CF Moto has you covered. At Ride Now Beach Boulevard, we've got CF Moto ATVs and UTVs built for any task, any trail, anytime. Tear up the dirt with the trail-tested C-Force ATV lineup or conquer through terrain with a Z-Force UTV. Find your CF Moto ride today at Ride Now Beach Boulevard or visit ridenowbeachboulevard.com. ATVs and UTVs are for riders 16 and older. They can be hazardous to operate. CF Moto recommends an improved safety training course.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
Yeah. Yeah. We got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. E says it's razzle-dazzle. E, the Great Tate is coming to town.
The Great Tate is coming to town, and I got a pair of tickets for the Jeff Tate. That's live at the Florida Theater on April 3rd. Tickets are on sale now, but at the end of the 10-minute drill, you can win a pair. 904-641-1010 at the end of the 10-minute drill.
All right, before we get going, Doc Murphy, our man on the scene, he's like one of the, you know what Doc Murphy is? He's like the Google car that drives around the country and like takes all the Google map pictures. So he lets me know when something's happening, but there's an accident on top of the Intracoastal Bridge on JTB headed toward the beach. Traffic is backed up to 295. So if you got to head out that way, I would suggest just keep on moving up to Beach or Atlantic, or I don't know how far south you'd have to go get out there, where Palm Valley Road, Nocatee Parkway. But it's ugly right now. If you're on JTB, you might want to head in some other direction, but that's got to be snarling for a lot of different people for a lot of different reasons this morning. Hick, that's your way, man,
yes,
buddy.
Yes.
Was that like that when you came in?
No. Fine and dandy.
Well, there we go.
Fine and dandy, I think.
Smooth sailing.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, that's fair, but you probably you probably would have noticed that one.
I may have.
I
have some sad news to pass along here.
Bringing me down.
But news that should be passed along, and that's the passing I'm seeing here of Derek Gaffney.
Oh, no.
Derek Gaffney, the Gaffney family, well-known Florida Gators. The older Gaffneys played kind of the decade before us, like in the 70s, right? Don and Derek. Derek is the one who played for the Jets.
Derek is Jabbar's father, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because he was Derek Gaffney Jr. Jabbar was for a while.
Yes. And he passed away.
Well, condolences to Jabbar and the family.
Yes.
We've go way back with those guys from since when they were kids. They're all men now. It's funny even seeing Edgar Bennett,
Yes, I know.
now with the Jaguars.
I want to see Edgar. I got to go find Edgar. And
we'll get him on one day this summer.
Yeah, we got to get him on this summer.
Sit in here. We'll get him and Leroy in.
We'll get him rolling, man.
Yeah.
So Derek Gaffney played for Doug Dickey's Gators. He caught a 99-yard touchdown pass from
Chris Collinsworth. Who do they think they're talking to here?
They don't know who they talking to.
Didn't Gaffney's hold some sort of African-American first distinction, I thought.
Don was the first black quarterback.
First black quarterback, that's what it was. Because Willie Jackson's father was the first black player in Florida.
Yes. The Gaffneys are sort of along the lines of the Jacksons.
Yeah.
The Jacksons go 3 generations now with Khalil.
That's
but
fair.
Still pretty good.
I'm sure Jabbar's got a boy about high school age by now.
There was Don and Derek.
They're brothers or cousins?
They're brothers.
Okay.
And Don was the first.
Don is involved in city politics, no? Yeah.
And so Derek is the father of Jabbar. Says here, uncle of Leto too, but I don't.
They were cousins, right? They were cousins. Probably a sister though involved on that side.
So anyway, just.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It's an impactful family there.
Certainly a legacy, and Derek was an NFL guy.
Now, Jabbar. And Junior, Leto, they all went to Raines. Did the Gaffneys all go to Raines?
Yes.
The older Gaffneys also Raines?
I believe so, yes.
Or that Raines Reebalt Northside rivalry is terrific.
Raines.
Now,
but anyway.
there is Boy, there is a fun, if you had all the good stuff from the old days, that would be a fun little 30 for 30.
Oh, yeah.
That range revault, and there's so many storylines through that thing through the years. Didn't they play like Friday after Thanksgiving for a lot of years in the morning?
Yes, with all that.
There's a lot of them for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, you could just do stuff on Raines High School.
For
It's
sure.
on, and the amount of kids that have.
But
gone
there's
to-
so much cross pollination. Shoot, we got one sitting here. Whose father was it that was the
TJ Cole? Yeah,
yeah. He was a Reebok grad, and his kids played for Raines because that's a better situation for him. So there's a lot of that too. You know.
I see that the city is mourning this morning the loss of Tim Jones to the Minnesota Vikings. I don't know how we're going to go on losing Timmy, who.
I'm going to guess career catches for Tim Jones 21.
Yeah, 8.
Only 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, 17.
Oh, I was close then.
Yeah.
Every training camp was always going to be Tim Jones could be his year to bust out.
What ticks
he
me
was here
off-
6-8 years,
and
wasn't
this
he?
is nothing. 3 years.
It feels longer, boy.
This is nothing against Tim Jones. Okay, personally, good for him, right? He made $3 million. This is more against the Jags franchise.
Well,
because
he was a special teams guy.
He was no good.
That's who
He never made a play in 3 years, Jeff.
yeah,
what
but
play did he make?
I'm just saying.
Tell me one play.
If you're measuring him by catches at receiver, though, that's not what he was.
No, that's fair.
I
Can
think
you tell me one play that
hold on.
Tim-
Now, listen,
I
in
mean,
fairness,
Rashad Green even returned a punt for a touchdown.
In fairness, no. In fairness,
Yeah.
haven't the Jags special teams actually ranked high? Like the return coverage units and stuff, at least higher than the offense
Because
and
of
defense?
Daniel Thomas.
Okay. All right. I just know they keep Tim Jones for special teams every year. That's all I'm saying. I'm not
can you tell
I'm not
me-
a special
I'm over here
teams
thinking.
like a
In
grader.
3
I can't
years-
grade him. I can grade the punter and the kicker.
Can
That's it.
anyone on the text line in 3 years tell me one play that Tim Jones made for the Jacksonville Jaguars that you remember?
Yeah, I can't tell you.
I'm sure he had a couple of downed punts that have right now escaping my memory.
Jeff, I'm looking on his stats. He had. I'm not trying. Listen, I'm being mean, and I apologize, Tim. It's not you. It's the franchise. No disrespect.
Bump, that is him.
Well,
It's him. He ain't made
We
no plays.
kept him. He had one solo tackle in 22, no tackles in 23, solo or assists.
You sure that's special teams? That's not like defense, or I guess it must be. I mean, like as a receiver and there's an interception.
Well, where do you go to find his
I don't know. I would
tackles?
think that you
He
can't
had
play.
648 snaps.
I can't. Yeah, I can't. That's amazing. You were play special teams. You had one tackle all
Well,
year. You're saying?
maybe you're right. Maybe
I don't know. You
Yeah.
know, well, listen. You only punt 4 or 5 times,
yeah.
so there's not a lot of
Well, on
opportunities.
this one, he had two solo tackles in 3 years and 4 assisted.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Maybe that's wrong, but I do know he had 17 catches. He did get us 8 first downs. Maybe he did have 154 yards. Now he had that one every preseason. He'd get deep and they'd hit him on a vertical, right? and then the 1010 XL team would tell us to watch out for Tim Jones this year.
That's fair.
Am I wrong? I mean, I'm just keeping it real here, but am I wrong?
You ain't wrong.
I'll say if I'm wrong.
Caleb Johnson led the Jags in special teams tackles. He had 9.
Okay, so
the leader in the NFL was a guy for Washington named Nick Ballore.
Yeah,
he had 24.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why you keep a guy.
Our leader had 9. Let me confirm the Tim Jones no stats. I'm still going down. We've only still got one guy.
We're infamous as a franchise.
I'm down now to 67th, where we've only got one guy in the top 67. Here's Jags.
Here we go.
Daniel Thomas had 7.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's a special teamer.
We're only going
It's
top,
a gunner.
We're only going top 100. He didn't crack the top 100. So, yeah, Minnesota, good luck with that guy. Now, here's what is also likely to happen. Suddenly, Tim Jones will be a fine, competent fourth receiver and catch 44 balls for 6 touchdowns next year. If that happens, I'm going to scream.
The Jags have a history of keeping guys around for 4, 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
And they make
for no apparent reason.
And they make no plays.
But don't make us power rank exactly who those guys are on the current roster, because there's still another 4 or 5 of them on there.
Correct.
Yeah. Talking to you, Muma.
Don't you get after Muma. Muma hasn't made many memorable plays, though, has he?
No. Boy, you want to know how dicey a dance it is through March Madness?
Uh-huh.
You work all season for the seeds to get any kind of advantage that you can. And here is North Carolina, who, the screams came from every mountaintop they don't deserve to be in. They have to go in through the play-in. They beat a tourney-tested good program, San Diego State, by 30 points last night.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they'll play the 6-seed Ole Miss. Vegas says Carolina's the 3-point favorite. I just show you, and this isn't about the committee or anything other than, this is not a insult to Ole Miss. It just shows you how hard it is. If you're a 6 and you can't count on at least being a significant favorite, much less a favorite over the 11 seed, then you got a tough road ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
So here's Ole Miss as a 6 seed. It's going to have to play their first, got to play every game as an underdog?
Yeah.
I mean, and by the way,
listen, you mentioned earlier about the 1 seeds and who they play. What you left out, it's a little bit, kind of in the unfair world. You were talking about Auburn, and it's they play Louisville or
Creighton,
and you said you don't want to play Creighton. Well, you may not want to play Louisville either in the state of Kentucky, which is where you're playing.
Oh, that was
Lexington.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah, that's not fair. And by the way, Louisville is also missed. They said there's a report that Louisville was supposed to be a 5 seed.
And
they messed it up, and Memphis is supposed to be the 8.
Well, you know who's on the committee? The Alabama AD.
How could you put Louisville and Lexington to face them? That's not fair, dude.
It's not fair.
Although Florida just called and said, yeah, we played Tennessee and Nashville. Ain't no big deal.
I get it, but it's still not fair.
I don't trust Auburn. They lose in 3 or 4. I could be wrong.
Oh, yeah, I'm not big on it.
I mean, everyone still just seems to be, Auburn is cruising. I do like their bracket, though. I didn't think of the Louisville thing. I think their bracket going through is a little more manageable.
Okay. All
right. Listen, I tell you who the one that I really don't trust, that I'm almost positive I will not have going to the Final Four, because I kind of half joked, half seriously said I might end up with 4 1s in the 4. Mm-hmm. That hadn't happened since 2008. But Houston, I do not believe in Houston. They don't play a good enough offense. I mean, I will not have them in the Final Four.
Guess who had dinner with Jalen Milroe? We'll talk about that when we come back.
Oh, nice. Exciting.
Yeah.
Good for you. We got the Murphy Power Hour a little bit later today, talking hardball with the baseball season is underway. Cubs. I mean, this is, I guess, what's known as a Cubs rally. You get within 3 in the middle of the inning, so it's 6-3 right now. Dodgers, best team money can buy, going to improve to 2-0 on the season.
Tell you what, there's a lot of, they picked the 2 right.
Is this Suzuki?
They picked the 2 right teams.
Is that that's not Suzuki from the Padres?
No, Suzuki's been with the Cubs for a couple.
Oh, that's Cubs. I was thinking the Dodgers were up. I was thinking.
No, but
yeah, I know this Suzuki.
They picked the 2 right. There's a lot of Japanese dudes playing baseball on the Cubs and Dodgers.
I know, and it seems like they're going out of their way to make sure they play him.
Ohtani, Yamamoto yesterday for the Dodgers.
Iwanaga yesterday for the
Cubs starter. Suzuki's played both days. Yeah. I mean, anyway.
I think that's by design.
I love it. Yeah. I guess so. Smart move. All right. Take a break. Come back with more. This is the drill. 641-1010. Come correct. What are they going to win?
A pair of tickets to see Jeff Tate live at the Florida Theater on April 3rd. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com. But one lucky winner of a pair of tickets right now. Holla at your boy.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
When the game's on the line against a huge rival and my first ever SEC game, my teammates and my coaches, they were willing to put it in my hands in that moment. That meant the world to me.
I'm Tim Tebow on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here from our friends at Beaches Dermatology. Man, oh man, the weather's getting warm. It's coming. Enjoy. Get outside, but protect that skin. The Beaches Dermatology wants to remind you to protect that skin. Hopefully you did when you're out at TPC. Perfect example, right? Going to your child's sporting event. Protect the skin, man. Going golfing, fishing, you know what to do, man. Protect those ears. Long sleeve, dry fit, sunscreen. That's what Beaches Dermatology wants you to do. They, quite frankly, want you to take good care of your skin. But if something pops up on that skin, go get it checked out. Easy to do. Great folks at Beaches Dermatology. Shout out to Solano Road. You can go online at beachesdermatology.com. Find the place that's closest and most convenient to you and get that skin checked out. That's at beachesdermatology.com.
All Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Did you know your pup could take 30,000 to 60,000 steps a day at Dogtopia of Jacksonville Beach Boulevard? That's a whole lot of tail wagging fun with their best furry friends. At Dogtopia, they turn playtime into exercise, learning, and socialization in their off-leash, open play environment. Dogs build confidence, reduce anxiety, and stay happy and healthy, all while having the time of their lives. Visit Dogtopia of Jacksonville Beach Boulevard today.
You are in for a treat on Saturday, March 22nd from 1 to 4 p.m. at Tobacco Cove, where the smoke is rich and the deals are hotter than a lit cigar. It's time for the La Aroma de Cuba cigar event with great cigars, mouth-watering food, and awesome prizes. What more could you want? Tobacco Cove, 3849 Bay Meadows Road. More than a cigar store, it's an experience.
It's the blog players put their pads on for.
So we got to bring my thoughts and observations on our home team. That's what I share with you every week on my blog.
Roland Reach Plumbing brings you Hayes Blog on 1010XL.com. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here. In the past 10 years, the weight loss industry has seen it all. New medications, fad diets, sculpting, and still, Awaken 180 continues to stand alone as the proven solution for weight loss online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Plumbing problem? AC acting up? Septic tank trouble? Don't waste time calling 3 different companies. Just call Duck Duck Rooter. We offer plumbing, septic, and air conditioning services. Call 904-862-6769.
Gun charges? Drug charges? I'm Attorney Malcolm Anthony, and I specialize in handling these types of felony cases. Stay out of trouble. But if you don't, call me at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Hi, I'm Jeff Breyer, president of Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring.
And I'm Zach Breyer. When my dad started in business in 1990, I wasn't even born yet.
That's true. And after 35 years and nearly 20,000 satisfied customers, we literally have a showroom in every neighborhood.
So whether you need more outdoor living space with a glass or screen enclosure, or you're looking to transform your home with new flooring, we've got you covered.
Visit our websites, or better yet, do yourself a favor and stop by one of our showrooms on Phillips Highway to experience the Lifetime difference and receive 20% off your purchase now through March.
Buying a diamond, wedding band, or piece of fashion jewelry in Jacksonville? You have 2 choices. You can go to locally owned Beard's Diamonds, or you can go to one of those mega national chain jewelry stores. The national chains are pretty much all the same. In fact, did you know that some of them are owned by the same conglomerate? Yes, the same Wall Street company owns all the big names. So if you're looking for extreme value with genuine personal attention, come experience the Beard's Diamond difference. At Beard's, our diamonds come straight from the source. We hand select each one for maximum brilliance. We don't have to apply corporate markups and tack on salespeople commissions, so we beat the chains on price every single day. Beard's has the strongest warranties, not gotcha clauses in fine print. Beard's has all the top designers, including Tacori and Viraggio. Beard's doesn't have out-of-state regional managers calling about sales quotas. We are all local, family-owned, with total freedom to do what's right for our customers. Beard's Diamonds, all the selection, quality, value, and service you want from local people, accountable only to you. Beard's in the St. John's Town Center.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago. When it's smooth as silk, Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. Was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Local sports update on 1010XL, brought to you by Riddle Wellness. The number 13 Florida baseball team dominated JU by 12 runs last night for their 6th-run rule victory of the season. The Gators hit a trio of 3-run homers led by Brendan Lawson, who slammed a 2-run double to finish 3 for 4 with a team-high 5 RBI. Jacksonville native Justin Nadeau also homered and doubled while tallying a season-high 4 RBI and 3 runs scored against his former team. Landon Stripling smashed the 3rd and final home run to help secure the victory in 7 frames for Florida. The Gators are now back in the win column and look to extend the streak tonight against Florida A&M. First pitch is set for 6:30. I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL. It's 47 degrees at 8 o'clock. Time and temperature brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Thank you.
It's home away from home, Hotel California.
I'm going to the Hotel California this summer.
I'm going, did I tell you all officially? I'm going Barricade, baby. I'm returning each.
Yeah.
La Isla Encantada, my brother. Yes. Coming in June.
It's not official unless you go visit Monkey Island.
Yeah, right. Maybe we should. Maybe I should take a trip back to Monkey Island. You know how? You know what's like that trend where either families or friends will recreate a picture 40 years later or 50 years later?
Yeah.
We have there's a pic. My buddy that we're going with a couple. They've been lifelong friends, and he came down to visit after he graduated high school. Came to Puerto Rico, which was exactly 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And there was a photo that we had shot that we were considering, reshooting. But I have no social media to post it on, so who cares? I just show it to my parents, I reckon.
By the way, if you want to see a great concert, the Eagles are playing at the Sphere in Vegas these days, and we saw them here, and that was one of the best concerts I've ever seen.
I regret not seeing Tom Petty.
They intentionally walked Ohtani.
Yeah,
that's weak.
I was running on second 2 outs. That's what you got to do. Play the
Is
game.
Shohei Ohtani almost appointment television now? Is that?
If you're a baseball fan.
Oh, so you have to be a baseball fan?
I think so. Yeah.
Is it good? He is everywhere in Japan. As far as endorsements and stuff?
Yeah, no, I know. The guy's wealth is just incredible. So is his talent, by the way.
Base. Oh, no.
Oh, what a play.
Nice play by the third baseman. Nice scoop.
I wonder, too, if you're like a Japanese baseball fan, are you really going crazy watching all the Japanese guys play, or would you rather see the American guys play who you never get to see play?
Or would you wish the Japanese guys were playing in Japan?
Overall, yeah. I wonder why Japan has never.
Does it bother you that they go to the States?
Does it? That's fair. I wonder why Japan, after all these years, has never stepped up and tried to compete with the majors rather than feed them. I guess they've got a good model. The majors have to pay the league to get these players.
Yeah, it's the guy to talk to about that is Bobby Valentine, who coached over there for a long time, won Japanese World Series and stuff, and had it.
The top of the talent over there is definitely major league quality. And the top wins MVPs and Cy Young. So, but I would just assume that you get down to the middle and the depth is where the difference is.
Todd Golden was on SVP last.
I saw that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an interesting dynamic. Van Pelt's married to a First Coast girl, and she's a Gator, and all his kids, he told Todd Golden, are Gator fans, and the potential lies for Maryland and Florida to meet.
Oh.
It'd be Sweet 16.
Oh, yeah.
So they kicked that around a little bit.
Up yours, Scott VP.
He was a good sport about it.
Okay.
He basically admitted that for the sake of the family, have to put his Terps pom-poms down for an evening. Maryland has a tough game there. Who's the 5?
No one knows.
I'm not sure Maryland gets through.
All right. Dinner last night in Tuscaloosa for quarterback Jalen Milroe and
Maryland's actually good. They got Memphis, Colorado.
Mike Tomlin having.
Well, that makes sense. The Steelers are doing absolutely nothing. By the way, doesn't it feel like Aaron Rodgers' career is going to end like Bill Belichick? He's going to find out no one wants him.
I don't think that's the case.
You don't?
I think we're waiting to see what.
Where's he going to land?
Well, Pittsburgh
Tennessee?
or the Giants.
I think Pittsburgh. I don't. Does your team leader basically say bleep Aaron Rodgers if you're going to sign him, or is he out of the loop and it's just an opinion on a podcast?
I think it was a podcast. He's
just
asking,
a podcast. Okay.
Yeah. I think Aaron Rodgers says, here's the problem with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has earned the right to do this however he wants to do it.
Oh, I'm not saying he doesn't.
But
I'm wondering.
I get the fact that teams need to know.
I'm wondering if
they say he's holding out for the Vikings.
Is there much interest there? We're assuming. I mean, I'm starting to wonder if maybe the interest isn't as it's
maybe
been expected.
I don't know though. I think that's not the case.
Right.
I know he's met with the Giants and the Steelers. So,
but if you're a team like this, what are they waiting on?
Who?
Because you said they're waiting.
We're waiting on Aaron Rodgers.
Well, what's he waiting on? I guess is my question.
Ayahuasca.
And if he's waiting, at some point the other teams aren't going to wait. That's what I mean. They're going to be left with nothing.
That's fair.
So that's kind of what I
Possibly.
mean. You're going to have one of the greatest of all time who still has meaningful, football left to give you.
Yeah.
Finds no one, finds himself without a home. It just like happened to Belichick at the end of, I'm sure he thought when he left he'd have a job.
Yeah.
Went through 2 cycles without getting one.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know but listen, Tennessee needs a quarterback.
Yeah, I know.
They need someone to compete with Will Levis, or they're going to have the same.
Well, they need somebody to
Pittsburgh
play.
needs a quarterback. You want Mason Rudolph to be your quarterback? The Giants need a quarterback. They got to win this year.
Wouldn't it be embarrassing if you were the Pittsburgh Steelers and you end up with the guy who was the backup when you let him go 2-3 years ago?
Yes.
That's an embarrassing mismanagement of the quarterback position.
Mm-hmm.
Why would anyone think that Mason Rudolph gives you a better chance to win than Justin Fields? Do you think he does?
No. But Justin Fields wanted them to be the story is that Justin Fields wanted them to be committed to him as a starter.
So for 5 year, that kind of commitment?
Like, you're going to be the guy.
I think
give the deal. If the Steelers had given him the deal the Jets had given him, he would have taken it.
I think he should have. I think the Steelers screwed up then. I think they should have given him that and then drafted Milroe.
Okay.
Who gives you that same dual threat? If you're right, you're great. If you're wrong, oh well, it's just going to be the same boat. Are you any better off with Mason Rudolph? Look, I think the terms ceiling and floor get overused, and they're not fair to certain players.
Mm-hmm.
But there dang sure is a ceiling with Mason Rudolph that is way lower than the Super Bowl. You're not going anywhere with Mason Rudolph. There's no way. Mason Rudolph is why a team that careers it to 14-3 loses in round 1. Mason Rudolph is ill-equipped to be your franchise quarterback. No way.
Mm-hmm.
In the AFC, and you're going to be in a playoff field with Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen and Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes and Trevor Lawrence and C.J. Stroud and anybody else you want to mention, and you're going to go beat those Dragons with Mason Rudolph? Yeah,
I did notice, and I like this, and he's a big part of why they're there. I think Joe Burrow has a bigger say in Cincinnati than a lot of quarterbacks. I think Joe Burrow put the pressure on the Bengals front office to sign both those guys.
He also said Henderson. He also said all 3, I think.
And when they were there, and when they came for their press conference yesterday, Joe Burrow was there to hug him.
Okay.
In the locker room. In the offseason.
Joe Burrow knows what he's got, and hopefully they also know what they have in Joe Burrow, because the sure way to stop your upward arc as a receiver is go play for some middling quarterback.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's what's so impressive about
Jamar Chase, though, and I just saw this one clip yesterday. This is talking about staying in Cincinnati. So, yeah, the food's not too good here, though.
That's fair.
That's not fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess that the food is pretty doggone good in Cincinnati.
They say that Skyline Chili's awful.
So the Skyline Chili, which, by the way, it's not awful if you like chili. I've had Skyline Chili. It's fine.
You put it on spaghetti, don't you there? Is that how they eat it?
I'm not a big chili guy, but it's fine. I'm fine with it.
I'm not a foodie, so, I mean, if they have like a Wendy's,
I bet you there's a pretty good steakhouse in Cincinnati.
Sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I bet there's a pretty good seafood
What's the
in
culture
Cincinnati.
looking for there? Why is he making that comment, E?
I think
it's got to be a culture comment, doesn't
maybe
it?
it was a culture
There's
comment.
no like soul food. Is
Now,
that what it means?
There's definitely soul food.
All
there.
right. Jamar Chase, a Florida kid, right? You need some seafood.
I don't know.
Where was Jamar? Wasn't he from like Melbourne or somewhere? Jamar Chase?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think he's a Florida kid. He was committed to the Gators. You know that, E?
Oh, no, I
Yeah,
didn't.
You know what? No, he's not. He's a Louisiana
Is
kid.
he? Is he? Okay.
Because remember,
But he was committed to Florida, no?
all those receivers. Yes, all those receivers are from that.
That's
little
right. You're
area.
right. You're right.
Yeah,
I stand corrected. That's a good point. Good catch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just the Florida. Now, who was the guy?
He's from Metairie, Louisiana.
Who was the receiver, Hick, who was also a Florida commit from like that between Daytona and Melbourne, who ended up at LSU? He also it was a big name guy. I don't think he ever. He's not Jamar Chase in the league. Right?
I know those Bama guys were South Florida guys.
Yeah, I'm going to figure this out.
Yeah, you're going to have to figure that out. You can't just throw that at me and expect me to give an answer.
You're the recruit, Nick.
Well, not really. I used to be. So anyway, here are some teams that are still. It's getting late in the game, bro. It's March 19th. We need to get some answers if you don't have a quarterback.
For the NFL level?
Yes.
Yeah,
all those teams I named. Think about the Giants, man. I mean, the edict is to win this year. With whom?
Yeah, they're crazy.
Who are you going to win with? Who are you getting?
I don't, and it would seem odd for Aaron Rodgers to stay in New York. I just didn't feel like that would work. To go from the Jets to the Giants, it just feels like
keeps his place, and why not?
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's nothing there.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. Let's grab a break. We'll keep it rolling. We got the Murphy Power Hour coming up in just a few minutes. We'll hang out with Daniel, get some takes from him, talk some
getting ready for baseball. I mean, it's go time.
Yeah,
it's already gone up there in Tokyo, where the Dodgers, the best team money has bought, will improve to 2-0. The first 2 of 112 this year for LA. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Tensions build.
3rd and 12. Let's go.
Plot thickens.
We got to get off the field.
Crowds roar. Tune in and let the show begin. Your home for live play-by-play is 1010XL.
Lauren Brooks here. At Hodges Mazda, they are proud of their solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. As your hometown Mazda dealer, their high customer service standards and their huge inventory of new and used cars provide their customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Their professional, non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And all new vehicle purchases include the Hodges Mazda Protection Package. Visit them online at HodgesMazda.com or stop in today to learn more and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Are you ready to reclaim your backyard? Serving Northeast Florida since 1977. You know what that says? That says stability. And that's Surfside Pools, the trusted name for the expert pool design. They're family owned and operated. And man, they offer everything when it comes to pools. Pool service, equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, new pool construction. Man, let Surfside Pools transform that backyard into the oasis that you crave. Are you ready to float happy? Visit surfsidepools.net or call 246-2666. That's 246-2666. Surfside Pools and Spas, where luxury meets leisure.
Hey y'all, I'm Hannah with the Deck Guys. We've been locally owned and operated for over 10 years in the outdoor living space. If you are looking to get spring projects started, like a new deck, pavers installed, or maybe a pergola, we would love to earn your business. Just remember,
call the Deck Guys if you want a brand new deck, pavers, or more. Call 904-813-2474.
TheDeckGuysJacks.com.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When pests invade your home or business, you don't just need them out, you need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, they'll show up for you and eliminate pests quicker, just like they did at my house, because they care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a pest problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com. That's right, Terminix it.
Jags fans, here's your chance to score a trip to Green Bay for round 1 of draft night. Through the Everbank Draft Night Experience Sweepstakes, one lucky winner and a guest will be there live and in person to see the Jaguars make their first pick. To enter, visit everbank.com/draft by April 4th. That's everbank.com/draft. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry period from 3/3/25 to 4/4/25. For official rules, prize description, odds of winning, and other details, visit everbank.com/draft. Sponsored administrator, Everbank N.A.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins. Fighting for your rights since 1975.
She's very comfortable talking sports and hanging out with the boys.
Mia O'Brien here, still providing the best multimedia sports coverage in Northeast Florida on 1010XL radio, video, and social channels.
All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota.
Yo, it's your main man E.T. here, and spring in Clay County means one thing and one thing only: the award-winning Clay County Fair. It's more than just rides and concerts. It's an experience. Savor the flavors of classic fair treats. Explore family-friendly attractions and enjoy the perfect mix of small-town charm and big-time fun. Plan your trip with Explore Clay County Tourism and turn your visit into Clay County a getaway. Find the best places to stay, eat, and explore at exploreclay.com. And don't forget to share those fair adventures with hashtag ExploreClay.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
What could you do with an extra $75,000 right now, or even a couple $100,000? If you own a home, you can get that money in less than a week with Loan Pronto. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto is the leader in quickly converting your home equity into cold hard cash, so you can pay off all your credit cards or start that home remodel. Loan Pronto has several easy options to let you access the cash from your home. There's virtually no paperwork, no cumbersome process, no junk fees, often no appraisals. Listen, the average homeowner now has over $300,000 in equity. That's your money. Use it. One client got $150,000 out and paid off all their credit cards, 2 car loans, and a personal loan, cutting their monthly expenses by $1,500. You can get approved in as little as 1 day, so act now with no hard credit pull up front. LoanPronto.com or 904-999-1508. Get the money you need for anything at 904-999-1508 or just go to LoanPronto.com. Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, buddy, you look worried.
Worried? I'm apoplectic!
You're Appa what now?
I'm freaking out, Jason. Stupid water heater crapped out, so I haven't showered since Thursday. I start smelling a little funky, blow my big corporate job interview tomorrow. I'll end up settling for some dead-end career selling spatulas on the internet.
Dude, stay cool.
There's nothing cool about a cold shower, Jason. I mean, I know how that sounds, but
Bueller Air and Plumbing can get a new water heater installed today. The day you call. You could be smelling fresh again by dinner time.
Wait, you can do that?
Put on these sunglasses. Whoa. Is that cooler?
Oh, yeah.
Well, life moves pretty fast. If you spend much more time smelling like this, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
It's ET here, and did you know that slow speed accidents can still cause serious injuries? Ignoring minor pain today can mean big problems tomorrow. Don't wait. Call my guys at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center, the auto accident experts.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back to the program. We're hanging out on a Hump Day Wednesday. The Dodgers now have taken it to the bottom of the 8th inning. They're up 6-3. And some mid-inning relief guy, Knack, through 3 innings. Didn't give up any runs.
Knick-knack, paddywhack.
Yeah. So that's who was out there for him in the mid-innings. Because Sasaki went 3. So
the Skyline Chili hate is real.
Oh, yeah. I know that.
At least the 3 or 4 that have had it on the text side.
I know. I understand they all hate it.
That's a good point, too. If you're really curious about what to do, where to hang in Cincy, just ask Urban.
Damn.
Urban will point you in the right direction.
Come on now. That's cold.
You get a grab and squeeze, too.
Oh, no.
Xavier Carter was the
Xavier Carter
was the Palm Coast receiver that I was thinking about.
I remember him.
He was a track guy, wasn't he?
I think he at one point was a Florida commit, I think. But I don't know.
Xavier Carter, that's taking it back.
Yeah, Xavier Carter is going back for sure.
Xavier Carter.
Yeah.
He playing our guest. Let's get a little Murphy Power Hour cooking up here, man. We got Danny. We got a lot to cover with him.
I can't.
Hijinks in college ball.
I'm so tired of
Murphy
ripping
Power
his sport.
Hour,
I can't do it.
Presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
I don't have the energy here.
Welcome to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour.
Group hug. What's wrong? I can't keep ripping Major League Baseball. It just hurts my soul. But I want torches and pitchforks and Manfred's head at my table. That's what I want. Bring him to me.
Opening day on foreign soil.
It's 6 in the morning. It's obnoxious. You're a dolt, Manfred.
I kind of, I'm all for a game a day at 6 a.m.
Yeah, we said that
I
earlier.
don't mind having the ball on.
No, that's fine. But you don't open your season. By the way, I will also just add one more layer of doltness to Manfred. This is also your defending world champion, who you're showing in their home market at 3 a.m. Tell me you don't care about
Did you
baseball.
ever play in Japan?
No, didn't play in Japan.
Did the Mets played a series in Japan at some point? I don't know when it was. I'll have to look it up.
Go east. Show how old you are.
Congratulations. Congratulations. You won the letter M.
Oh, yeah. I saw
did
that.
he?
Yeah, he won.
Matlock,
Wow, good for him.
Yeah, I told him he beat Matlack, Mays, Montañez. Remember Willie Montañez?
Great Brave, too.
Oh,
Montanez.
yeah.
Do you know who Willie Montanez is?
He probably does. He was a hot dog.
You need
man,
to look
he
at
was
him.
awesome.
He's one of those showmen of the 70s.
Oh, man. He just,
you got to look up Willie Montanez, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Video. Yeah,
he was like,
I'll do that for him.
Full-blooded Latin dude, you know, really
what
cool.
position did he play?
First base.
First base.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was a good hitter, good player, Willie Montanez.
Yeah, Willie was a good player.
That was back when if you hit 270 or 12 homers, you were a good hitter.
What?
It's a different era in the 70s.
270.
Popularity there. I was wondering about the O's, Olerud or Orozco, because Orozco means so much to the Mets franchise. You know Jesse Orozco. Olerud, though, was unbelievable for us, but only for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So how do you judge that when you're picking that?
Ordonez doesn't make any sort of rush into that, does he?
Well, no, not between those guys, but yeah, he was good. He had a lot of hype coming in.
Okay.
A lot of hype. I mean, they got this. I think he was a Cuban.
Okay.
Came over. And, and the Mets snared him, and he was going to be something. So, what's up, Murph?
Oh, great weekend of sport. This past week, TPC, and then River City Rumble was a good time. Got out there, and Joe Mercandante and his boys at UNF it's a good club. Really, really evenly matched up with JU. They got it. They got ahead of us game one. I was out there. I was talking a little bit. I had a good time. Well, fan is short for fanatic, so I was.
You play fanatic?
So here's the game I could play. I've been able to watch enough baseball games that I've learned how to cheer for like our lads while spooking your boys at the same time.
Oh,
so. UNF gets out in front of us the first game, and they're better. The first game, and they're kind of running away, and we're down 5 in the 8th inning. So as JU, we're not big home run hitters, and tougher for us to catch up. So the idea of scoring 5 runs is a lot, but the idea of getting the tying run to the plate's a little more palatable, digestible. So I go rolling by our dugout. So go, come on, boys, get the tying run to the plate. Let's go. Get it to the plate. And I go down the left field line. We proceed to get a base runner or two. And then Coach Mike Petrowski, the UNF pitching coach, comes out for a pitch and change. And hot dog, if our tying run isn't on the on-deck circle right now. So I'm down the left field line, and you can feel the moment building as he's talking to his pitcher. Christy Mathewson calls it the pinch. So here's a hush out there, and all of a sudden from nowhere comes, let's go, boys. Get that tying run to the plate. And I see the catcher whip his head down the left field line. I was like, must have hurt me.
Murph chuckles at himself.
I giggle myself to death. We got a base runner that inning, and I'm yelling at that boy, put him in
Murph,
the stretch.
The boys don't want to know about that. They want to know what went on in Game 3. Were you there for Game
afters.
3?
I was there for the afters.
Okay, so the JU dude.
Jaden Bastian, our center fielder.
He's your power hitter?
I would say he's our best player.
Okay.
He's our best offensive threat.
Is he a freshman?
Sophomore.
Okay. Where will he be going
sophomore.
next year?
It's the Cape this summer probably.
No, it's just not right.
Maybe.
So anyway, Jaden Bastian comes up to the plate. You guys are winning the game.
Up 2 runs. There has been the game was suspended right before the 8th inning started. So it's a 12-out sprint. 2 innings left. JU starts the top half of the 8th inning up 1. They end up grabbing another one to get up 2. Jaden Bastian comes up, hits a 3-run homer in the 8th.
Okay. Now we're up 5.
And so he hits it, and as he hits it, it's gone as soon as he hits it to left field towards the batting cages out there. And so I'm watching it, but at the same time, I'm like, I have an idea of where he should be when I turn back to home plate. Well, he's still in the batter's box, and
he's watching it.
Well, he's
admiring it.
He's observing it certainly, and then he does his dismount. He flips the bat. It was a good dismount.
Okay.
He might have gotten away with that.
So far, okay.
And it's been a chippy game amongst two teams that are that are crosstown rivals.
But I've seen the video, Murph. He rolled around first base. He proceeded to tell the first baseman, the second baseman. I think by the time he got to the shortstop, the ump had already.
So by the time I look over, he does his dismount, and then he looks into the dugout.
He looks in the dugout.
I'm pretty sure he probably says something.
Okay.
And at that point, I see the umpire kind of give the hook, but he lets him clear the bases, get the run, and then he runs him.
So if you get the hook while you're running, the run still counts.
We did get the run. Okay. Yes. He was gracious enough to whack him after he touched home plate, it sounds like.
And so off he goes. And now how would a skipper handle that at the college level?
If he was on my team?
Yeah, you pat him on the back? You don't care because he just hit a 3-run homer?
Probably.
What are we doing?
I don't know if we're not going to get down right now because we still got a ball game to win.
Okay.
And if there's talk about getting the tying run to the plate, UNF got their tying run to the plate against us in game 3-2.
Okay.
It always gets to the plate. And as we've talked about before, Jeff has hit a home run. So if you get a tying run to the plate, you don't have a home run to your name, you said.
In my life.
Yeah.
No.
We're going to take Brooks Hicken, has hit a home run before.
Yes.
And so that's why my big goal is in a situation like that is get the tying run because it spooks the other team.
Okay.
You can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I would have a talk with him about his dismount and his talk. Well, he missed the Florida game for the ejection.
Oh, he did.
Past night. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that cost him because they only lost by 12.
Yeah, it was right there.
12-run homer, and they'd have been right back in it.
They weren't getting the tying run to the plate last night.
We were kind of trying to gather ourselves.
Maybe
after
emotionally exhausted after the UNF series.
I think the scoreline looks exactly how it looked for JU spending a ton of pitching, and then Florida going up and getting swept. So they kind of both acted.
It was the opposite effect for Tennessee, who lost to East Tennessee State.
Yeah, number one Tennessee hadn't lost a game and got beat by East Tennessee State 7-6 in 10 innings.
Love midweek games.
Midweek game. Mercer beat FSU.
The mid majors can take a real shot because they get to choose at what pitching they want to throw at you, and so they can run one of their ringers out there and try to win a midweek game.
Okay. So anyway, some good college ball.
It was fun.
Talk. Here's the question that we kicked around this. Well, we didn't kick it around. We were waiting for you this morning. Actually, grab a break and we'll come back. I'll let you think about it.
You can think about it in the break.
Yeah.
We were trying to come up. We missed a sports question with Get Smart John. We're embarrassed to say we didn't know the first player in Major League history with 500 homers and 3,000 hits. Do you know the answer to that? Were you listening this morning?
I wasn't listening this morning.
Do you know the answer? Who's the first major leaguer with 500 homers and 3,000 hits?
We were not.
You can think about that. We won't tell you, but that got us into the conversation, and we're gonna have to narrow it to it. There's no buts. There's
Mount Rushmore of baseball players.
Okay. All of them, not
right.
offense
4.
or defense.
Nope.
You just get
4 guys. You get 4 guys that are the Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Right?
Yeah, but you got to give us 4.
And we also need you to tell us, go through that baseball encyclopedic.
Maybe
brain.
he could be humble like Nicholas and go, and I'll put myself.
Yeah, I mean, I am the M of the Mets all time.
I'm the M of the Mets all time.
I don't know what to tell you.
I threw out the first pitch of the playoff game.
It's a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I'm Logan Cook from the Jacksonville Jaguars.
So Logan Cook will kick it away. And they're going to throw it to Walker. And it's going to be a first down.
On 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
One thing that separates Beard's Diamonds from those other jewelry stores at the town center, no one's paid on commission.
Nobody at Beard's is on commission. That's more of your corporate stores that pay commission.
Beard's owner, John Lupo, says that means no pressure, no hidden agenda, no extra markups.
And you're getting a better deal. You're not paying the corporate commission. You're not paying the salesperson's commission. But if they're paying your salespeople commission, you're starting off in a hole.
And that's why you feel like a number at most jewelry stores, because it's all about making the sale, but not not at Beard's.
Because it's a corporate atmosphere and they want to sell you what they want to sell you. We're here to sell you what you want. Our salespeople can do whatever they want to make sure that the customer is happy.
So relax. At Beard's Diamonds, they have all the things you want, like quality education, selection, warranties, and none of the stuff you don't want, like pressure and tacked-on commissions.
Nobody's making an extra 5 or 10% on Beard's customers.
Beard's Diamonds, the town center's only locally owned jeweler.
We sell better merchandise, better product for less money, guaranteed.
What's happening, folks? It's your boy E.T. here, and if you've ever been injured in an accident, visit my buddy Dr. McGowan at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center. You got 14 days to see a doctor and to protect your insurance benefits, even if you're at fault. And no matter what you hear, you have the right to choose your own doctor. And I recommend my team at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation. They're auto experts and will guide you every step of the way to ensure the care that you need. Your recovery starts at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation.
Guys, want a golf course fairway quality lawn? TopDressing.com just landed in Jacksonville with the golf course secret for St. Augustine grass homeowners. A patented process that aerates and turns your turf into a fairway stunner. Serious golf course technology, but in your yard. Less water, tighter cuts, total neighborhood domination. No one else scores a perfect 10 lawn. Hit TopDressing.com now. You will own the block. Top dress your yard like the pros with TopDressing.com.
Need fresh and flavorful lunch? Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad in every bite. It's quick and delicious, so why wait? Come taste the best chicken salad today at Town Center, Durbin Park, or Butler Point at Chicken Salad Chick.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Your hole-in-one for men's health is Ackerman Urology. With offices in Mandarin, Middleburg, World Golf Village, and the beaches, Ackerman will get you on par for any prostate conditions and sexual vitality. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists congratulating our Scholar Athlete of the Week, Amelia Tucker, senior varsity track and field and soccer player at Wilson High. Amelia is involved with student government and is a member of the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Amelia.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer. Listen up, poker players. March is heating up at all 3 Best Bet locations. The Bad Beat jackpots are now uncapped, soaring to new heights. So don't miss your chance to win big. Plus, get in on the $42,000 weekend windfall, featuring $1,000 high hands every Friday and $500 high hands on Saturdays. And starting March 3rd, the Race to a Race promotion is back. For all the details, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, Forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Going down the allure of Japanese baseball players, and I remember when Hideki Matsui married like a picture or something. Remember that one? A doll. What did he do? Remember that? What did he do? Hideki Matsui. He married like a painting,
Barry Bonds had 232 bases on balls in 2004. I wonder if Shohei Ohtani could challenge that this year. Top 3 all time: Bonds, then Ruth. Bonds 232, 198, 177. Would Barry Bonds factor into your Mount Rushmore, or do you still not?
I factor into it.
Yeah, but you wouldn't
just
put him
won't
up
get
there.
on.
Why? Because his head?
Because I don't think he's one of the best players.
You don't?
No, probably not. I'm thinking about it now. He wasn't going to come up. I got to put a twirler on there. So if we're here, probably Walter Johnson.
Walter Johnson, the greatest pitcher of all time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Matsui married a real person, which we knew, but he revealed the identity through a drawing at a press conference rather than a photo.
This is her.
He married a drawing. Yeah, exactly.
I like to draw my wife.
And by the way, the word is he got married to win a bet with Jeter. So, here's the love.
Oh, my God.
He quietly married a 25-year-old woman he'd met in Japan a couple years prior during a private ceremony so he would win a bet with Derek Jeter. Sacred vows, ladies and gentlemen. Sacred vows.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Murphy's Mount Rushmore of baseball.
Yeah, we'll all do. Let me write it down. This is...
it's hard for y'all. Mine was easy because I don't know the sport, like y'all.
You got Jazz Chisholm.
No, I thought about it. I was like, no, Jazz ain't on
He
my
put
list.
Cooper DeJean on there.
Cooper
in case he ever
DeJean.
plays.
Yeah.
Cooper Flag, just in case he's got some game out.
Yeah, I'm most curious about. I can probably guess some of these guys, but I'm most curious about yours. Go ahead.
Mine consists of the kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
The captain.
Okay.
Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
The Babe. And Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
It's not bad.
That's a good list.
Yeah.
That's a good Rushmore.
I don't know if you can have a Rushmore without Aaron. If we're really looking at it. Can you? Are you guys going to have a Rushmore without Aaron?
Who is better, Aaron or Mays?
I'd say Aaron. He's close, but
I'd say Mays.
Yeah. Well, why?
And here's the thing.
Because statistically, Aaron has him in every single stat.
In terms of most, but not in terms of better. I don't think.
Yeah.
You know that. We talked about Willie's.
They're real similar.
They are.
I'm not looking at him, but I just, I know that Willie had an impressive 660 homers. Well, the other guy had 765.
Yeah, that's all time. Though.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah,
Willie played a lot of years too now.
Oh, I know.
They played 20, 25 years, the both of them. Yeah. I wonder who played, and Aaron, another thing to his credit is how healthy he stayed.
Mm-hmm.
He's I can't even remember him.
He never hit 50 home runs in a season. Willie hit 51.
Yeah.
49, 47, 52. Willie had some monster years.
The catch-up for Willie on the counting stats would probably be center field and how well he defended in the middle of the field.
Yeah, and there's a left fielder for Aaron. Yep.
Willie was more stolen bases. Willie,
I'd say Willie.
What are they?
Yeah, but
I think Aaron stole more than you would think.
I feel like Hank would have definitely was running.
Okay. Let's see.
I look back. I don't think Griffey ran as much as I thought he did.
A lot of them will run early
Yeah,
in their career.
It's a young man's game still in them bases.
God, a lot of years. Hank Aaron was an all-star every year from 1955 to 1975.
Yeah.
Mays too. I mean, they can all say this.
Yeah.
That's part of the.
You could put them both. It's weird but they're so together. You almost got to pick one.
Yeah,
to give you more slots.
I'm sure Willie Mays has more career stolen bases, but Hank did have years where he stole 31 one year. He stole 24 one year.
Stole
28 one year.
23.
Most of his career, though. Aaron's best year, he hit 44 homers, had 130 RBIs, stole 31 bases.
That's good.
That's a huge year.
Total, though, 240 steals. What did Mays have?
339.
Yeah.
And a better outfielder.
How many?
I guess Willie Mays, to me, was the ultimate five-tool guy.
Mhm.
The best way to describe.
Yeah, that's
when
fair.
you try to describe somebody
Willie
as
Mays
short,
really good. I'm not going to say,
and Hank Aaron's unbelievable.
And by the way, I'm going to put Mays on my 4. I got them both on.
You got him.
That's just me.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. See, and I kind of want to open a slot for somebody else.
I know.
I hear you.
I'm torn.
George Thomas Seaver, of course.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Lindor, Murph. My guys. Should
As
I
much
have
as
it?
I want to put Dale Murphy on there, I'm going to try and
shocked.
stick to the 4 best of all time, not the biggest, not the Mount Rushmore of Hall of Fame snubs. Then
Yeah.
my guy Murphy would be on.
Yeah.
For-
I mean, how do you like? Ted Williams is generally
That's
thought of
what
as the
I-
greatest hitter
I
of
want
all
to get
time.
Ted Williams on there. That's
you love
my-
hitting. I would think you would.
That's where
Yeah.
I'm torn between because I'd like to carry both Willie and Hank.
Okay.
But I wanna
I'm carrying
get
them
Williams.
both. I got
know,
mine.
and
I want
can't-
mine. I'm
I
mine's
think
down.
it's a good
Go
Rushmore.
ahead.
I
I'm
think
throwing
it's a
it out
good
there. And by
Rushmore.
the way, whenever you give this list, there is inevitably going to be a what about this guy?
Every time.
Yeah. And
I'm
by
go-
the way, I bet I can ask you a year from now, and it might change.
It might. I'm going Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Ted Williams. Those are my 4. I'm riding with those 4 all
Babe
damn
Ruth,
day long.
Willie Mays,
Yes.
Hank Aaron, Ted Williams.
You put those 4 on a team, they're never losing. They're winning the World Series every year. You, me, and Daniel can pitch for that team.
What about Ty Cobb?
I know, yeah.
I don't disagree.
I
I was
know.
listening. I was listening
I
to
hear
a
ya.
book. One of the old timers said that Ty Cobb was the best player he'd seen, and another one said not Hornsby. The one with the baseball card for the Pirates.
Honest Wagner.
Yeah, Wagner said he played every position.
They talk about Sisler as being a guy that
George
Sisler. There's a lot of guys back
when
there.
does
we just
Shohei
can't-
enter the conversation? You two won't put him in there. Maybe I will.
I think at any time
He's a ways away from me. He got a lot more work to do.
Yeah, a lot more work in a single game, though. I mean, the problem is in a single game there are a lot of guys that
No, it
can
might
put
not be.
Shohei on you.
It'd be a fun idea to go and rank your individual seasons.
Oh, gosh.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
now
yeah.
you're talking about.
But that,
getting
you know what
Shohei
that
in.
reminds me of? That reminds me of comparing the driving distances of today's tour with Nicholas.
Why?
Because it's clearly
But the numbers, yeah.
the bats, the balls, the performance enhancers, the humidors, the park construction.
Okay, but the
it's
pitching,
all built to hit 50, 60 home runs.
The beauty
now.
of baseball, there's an even out because they would face the same guy with a dead arm in the 8th inning that they could hit home runs. off.
I think that
you
if
get
any
some kid, some
stats are-
hayseed from Nebraska who's throwing 99.
don't you think here's
without location.
It's also much more statistically driven now from this look at me standpoint to my point to the point of detriment. 40-70 was great and all, but who knows if it didn't lead to a knee injury 40, days later. I'll be interested to see Ohtani as he goes forward. I want to know how many players in the past, if they'd have gone to the season, I'm going to go 50-50 this year if they couldn't have done it.
All right, tell me yours.
Walter Johnson.
Okay.
Babe Ruth.
Why Johnson over Cy Young?
I like the big train.
Okay, all right.
I thought you would have went with Christie, your hero.
I do like Christy Mathewson.
Mathewson.
Too.
He
But
loves
it's when I hear those old timers talk about Walter Johnson, the way it like fizzes out of his hand, I dig it. Ruth, and then I end up Willie Mays in my pick 'em with Hank Aaron, and then Ted Williams.
Okay, what if I said you don't have to put a pitcher on there? What would you? Who? Would
I
you
didn't put a pitcher.
I'd probably have the same list
Mays and Aaron
that Jeff has.
Yeah,
It's fun. I got a good one for you.
I really can't.
It's funny how things hit you too. I love my baseball memories from being a kid because they hold stronger and more valuable than they probably are in big context. And what I mean by that is, if we were sitting here ranking pitchers all time, and the guy in my head is certainly a Hall of Famer, but if I ask you guys to name the most dominant, the hardest to hit pitcher of like our lifetime, especially me and Dan, I don't know if you would guess my guy, but I don't know if it's because every time the Braves played him, they got no runs, 4 hits, no errors. I'm sorry, 7 errors. Or now this guy's a dominant player. He was a dominant pitcher, but I think he goes, and I could be wrong, I think he goes a little bit understated. And part of his personality. Steve Carlton was unhittable.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm not putting him on the Rushmore. I don't know why I
Can
started thinking of him. I think that he's the best. I think he should rank maybe top 3 in difficulty to hit in the last 40 years and doesn't get any talk in that.
Can I give you a couple numbers from the big train?
Walter Johnson?
Yeah.
Which one? Is Cy the one that had the most wins?
Yes.
Yeah, but Johnson also had like 400-something wins,
I think
didn't
he
he?
has second most.
Oh,
Yeah.
417.
Yeah, 4-something. And Cy Young had 513.
These are his. What is your favorite pitching stat? These are his ERAs, by the way, when he started at 19 years old.
You
ready?
Yeah.
188, 165, terrible year, 222, 136, 190, 139, 114, 172, 155, 190, 221, 127, 149 till he was 31. He had a year.
What, do they have whip on there? Do they go back and reconfigure it?
They got it all.
Do I have a whip that's a half in a year? Do I have a year where I have a whip a half?
Nobody was allowed on base.
No, you have whips that are .9s, though.
Yeah,
consistently.
.9s, yeah.
He had a year where he was. The big train.
He has what we see.
In 1913, the big train went 36-7.
Yeah.
With a 1.14 ERA. He started 48 games. He finished 36 of them. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He started 36 of them. He pitched in 48. He finished 29 of his 36 starts. He had 11 shutouts, 2 saves, 346 innings he threw.
Daniel, I'm guessing, and maybe you can help. You can help give a more definite answer. You have a better, more educated guess.
Hold on. Murph, these are the innings he pitched starting at 22. 370, 322, 369, 346, 371, 336, 369. Do you want his WARs?
Oh, those like 10 handles. Like
14.3, 15.2, 12.0, 11.9.
Let me ask you this question. It's not to take away from the greatness of that era, but are we dealing with here in some manner? You know, if Walter Johnson came along and threw it 97 miles an hour and nobody threw it, then it just was a bigger advantage than it. If a guy comes into the majors today with Walter Johnson stuff, is he Walter Johnson?
Do we know Walter Johnson's stuff?
Do you know what I'm
Is there
saying?
any way
Though?
of proving
I'm
what his
guessing,
stuff
no,
was?
I guess my point is the population is smaller, the baseball population is smaller. And what I'm saying is, if everybody's throwing 78, 79, 84 miles an hour, and then this dude comes chucking along once every 5 days throwing it 95, he's the only guy you see throwing it that way.
I see what you're saying.
That's what I mean. You know, whereas today, if you come in throwing it 95, you know, join the list. You got 8 teammates that are doing it also.
Yeah.
So if
velocity's more consistent,
was that part of their? I mean, it makes no sense that Walter Johnson is that much better than every single other player that pitched. There's got to be a reason. I doubt that. You know, it's not spin rate.
It's not just velocity. I mean, they used to talk about, like, I'm reading this book, The Glory of Their Times, but these old timers would talk about like how long his arms were. They're like whips, and he just
could get closer to the plate,
whip that ball right in there, and so like I get it.
I'd be curious because we always talk about the hitters and how they would fare in the modern game. The more intriguing question to me is, take these guys. I got to do with 513 wins. I got Warren Spahn with 363. I want these guys. Take a season here against, you know, Shohei and Acuna and Soto and the boys, and let me know.
I tell you what, Walter Johnson,
who are used to seeing that kind of stuff too now. And in fairness, also, today's Major League prospects have been seeing nasty stuff since they were 14, 15 years old.
They've been seeing good velocity and spin rates like that, but they don't see them from those individuals for very long.
Right.
Walter was available.
Right.
His whole life.
No, I got you. I got you.
Hey, Murph, you know what just happened? Cubs got the tying run to the plate.
I think you're back. I guess what I'm saying is,
the pitching coach. I'll be yelling at him.
I think hitters back in that day were much more ill prepared to hit that kind of dominant pitcher than hitters today would be.
Your boy Christy Mathewson in 1908 threw 390 innings.
That was the year they played the
Is
extra
Mathewson
game
also the one that?
He's the Giants guy.
But when the Negro Leagues came along, didn't he taught?
He learned
Josh
his
Gibson
fadeaway from.
No, it was
it was another one. It was
Rube Waddell.
No, it wasn't Rube Waddell. I know who you're talking. Rube Foster.
Yeah, Rube. Yeah,
yeah.
That was a real. I saw a documentary that had that in it. It was really good.
All right, we got the 9 o'clock nasty coming up. Love history of baseball talk. Good stuff. Cubs got the tying run at the plate with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. 6-3 runners on first and second.
And they got.
We'll come up and put a wrap on 2 of 112 this year for the Dodgers, as they will definitely hold on and win today's Game 2 in Tokyo. The Cubs have, well, how would I state this? No chance of getting a 2-out hit and winning this game.
Ouch.
None. Zip. In fact, what's the count here? Is the first pitch?
Just started.
Okay.
We got Shaw at the plate.
Yeah, they got the platoon advantage, left, first, right. So
Here we go.
Hit her up.
Lock in, boys. This is the drill.
Bringing the weekend to the weekday.
Work on 3, 1, 2, 3.
1010XL.
Jacksonville runs on dreams, and Haymaker Coffee is a local brand fueling the next generation. Keep each day strong with a Haymaker. Fuel for the morning hustle, the late night, and every step of the way. Bold flavors for the bold city. Online at HaymakerCoffeeCo.com.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, Hicken here from Bow 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden is frequently called upon for his expert opinion. Currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of Bow 9. Visit Bow 9 Associates today and experience the difference. Keeping the First Coast focused, that's Bow 9 and Associates.
Here's Linda Beaver.
At Beaver Toyota, we believe your experience should be more than just buying a car. It should be a lifetime of confidence, care, and trust. We're proud to offer a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil changes, and lifetime customer service. We're not just here to sell you a car. We're here to establish a lifelong relationship that you can always count on. It's simple. You deserve the best and shouldn't settle for less. Visit Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, where we're ready to give you peace of mind for a lifetime. We're here to wow you.
You know, Mr. Chubby's Wings is giving away free beer again this year for the Madness Tournament.
Do they really give you a free pint of Miller Lite for each game you pick right?
Yes, all you got to do is fill out your bracket now at 1010xl.com. The overall winner gets tickets to Welcome to Rockville on Saturday. But for free beer, just download your bracket, print it out, and bring it into any Mr. Chubby's Wings location during the games. Every game you pick right, you get a free beer.
Go to 1010xl.com now. It's the free beer Chubby Madness Bracket Challenge. See Mr. Chubby's Wings Facebook for full contest details.
Get to know positions and players. The 1010XL Ultimate Draft Guide is brought to you by Blue Haven Pools, the #1 pool builder in Jacksonville. Follow rankings and roundtables as the draft takes shape. Go to 1010XL.com/2025 draft guide to get yours.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey folks, Hicken here for Zero Res. You're going to want to beat the spring cleaning rush and call our cleaning heroes at Zero Res. This month, get one room Zero Resified starting at $53. Hey, and take $100 off your air duct cleaning. Don't forget about your air ducts. Your air ducts sort of like the lungs of your home. If they're dirty, your indoor air quality suffers. Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com. Tell them Dan or 1010XL sent you. Spell it forwards or backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Clean air, cool air, both are extremely important. Trust Florida Home AC to deliver on both with their Remy Halo, the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC and breathe clean and cool air.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, in talking about the quality of cut of a diamond, is there a particular diamond cutter that's known as the best?
Frank, the answer is yes, and that would be Hearts on Fire, who have the world's most perfectly cut diamond, and we have them now at Underwoods. When anybody comes in and looks at one of these diamonds, the first thing they say is, wow! That's because these diamonds are cut from absolute maximum beauty and are really worth seeing, so you have an idea of how good a diamond can really look. They have perfect polish, perfect symmetry, and perfect proportions, and are backed up with an American Gem Society diamond quality document. Now, not every diamond could be a Hearts on Fire diamond because only certain rough diamonds in the hands of the most skilled cutters working in state-of-the-art cutting facilities can cut these. In fact, only 200 diamond cutters out of the 1 million people employed in the diamond cutting trade are skilled enough to cut Hearts on Fire diamonds.
See Hearts on Fire now at Underwoods, San Marco, Avondale, the shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
What could you do with an extra $75,000 right now, or even a couple $100,000? If you own a home, you can get that money in less than a week with Loan Pronto. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto is the leader in quickly converting your home equity into cold hard cash. so you can pay off all your credit cards or start that home remodel. Loan Pronto has several easy options to let you access the cash from your home. There's virtually no paperwork, no cumbersome process, no junk fees, often no appraisals. Listen, the average homeowner now has over $300,000 in equity. That's your money. Use it. One client got $150,000 out and paid off all their credit cards, 2 car loans, and a personal loan, cutting their monthly expenses by $1,500. You can get approved in as little as 1 day, so act now with no hard credit pull up front. LoanPronto.com or 904-999-1508. Get the money you need for anything at 904-999-1508 or just go to LoanPronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL. Brought to you by the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. For the first time since 2014, the Gators men's basketball team is SEC champions. Florida secured the #1 seed in the NCAA tournament for the 3rd time in program history, after dominating 8th-ranked Tennessee by 9 in the SEC tournament final. Walter Clayton Jr. led the way for the Gators, scoring 22 and dropping 4 3-pointers. Will Richard tossed in 17 to help secure the victory. With Sunday's win, Florida notched its 8th top 25 win of the season, including 5 against top 10 opponents. The Gators will make their 23rd appearance in the NCAA tournament as they open play Friday against 16th seed Norfolk State. Listen live at 6:30 on 1010 a.m. I'm Tori Edwards with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update on 1010XL. It's 52 degrees at 9 o'clock. Time and temperature brought to you by Bueller Aaron Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill. We're wasting time. Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
Overheard in the break. Oh, it's a doozy, this one, gang. Yeah, you got the overheard in the break. This would have been the one that sent the podcast to the moon.
We even included Murph on this one.
Yeah, all kinds of dish. We were dishing all kinds of
little red faces,
all kinds of inside deets that we just can't go with here. So,
yeah.
Sorry.
Welcome back to the program, though. It is time to get nasty, so we can do that.
Boy.
Yeah, I'm so ecstatic.
About?
My astronauts are home.
Yeah.
You see my girl, man. She could barely get up, man. She's fighting gravity for the first time. They drag her out. They got to lift her up.
It looked like a scene from
In 9 months they left her up there.
It looked like a scene from a movie. Did you see the landing? There's dolphins swimming around.
It was like to me.
Yeah, it looked like something.
Who drew this? It was beautiful.
It looked like a scene, like I said, like they had a technical director right there. There were literally dolphins that were circling the capsule.
It cost
perfect
me
day.
my early sportscast yesterday,
That's
and I
too bad.
didn't mind.
Okay.
It's worth it to see.
We got them home. Those heroes are home.
The heroes are home. 9 months they left them up there.
Do they still do like in Houston or Daytona or wherever command center is? As soon as they land, they all get up and hey, like you hit the game-winning shot.
Proud moment. I promise you, if I was up there 9 months and about the I don't know, second week, I probably would have just opened the door and jumped out.
That's it.
And just floated off into.
Goodbye, cruel world.
See you, Murph.
Goodbye, cruel space.
This is I can't take it. I mean, 9 months.
Yeah, and it wasn't like they were.
Shout out,
There
Coach.
you go, Skipper. Love you. It wasn't like Musk wasn't willing to go up there and try to dig him out either.
No, but it was an impressive return.
Mm-hmm.
They got him home.
Now you watched it live?
I watched it. It was on the news when they landed and then they opened the cage or the
capsule.
Capsule. Thank you.
The cage. They put them in a cage.
They just stayed in there and were looking for sharks.
You can't be in a cage like a dog.
Can you imagine something like, or it lands and it starts to sink. Oh God, we make it all the way home. We say, oh man, that's the worst. That's the worst. So. It reminds me. I'm not gonna get into it, but anyway, I was happy for that. And then Murph, I stayed up late. I told Pross I read 10,000 of the 80,000 pages on the JFK, stuff. So
they've been lying to us.
Dive into
probably.
That. It's unbelievable. I mean, just a couple things that they brought up. We're like, holy cow.
Did you guys know? I've got one quick. This is almost Shazam. I mean, I don't know what your teams are going to do this year. Dano, I don't think has a particular basketball team. Do you have a basketball team that you would claim as your favorite? An NBA team?
NBA.
Oh, NBA.
Not really.
NBA. Hickens obviously is a Knicks fan. I know you're having a good year and all, but man, we're knocking down the door. We're 13 days away from a division championship. Did you know that in Atlanta?
Oh, you guys are winning?
Yeah, that's right. The Southeast Division, the Atlanta Hawks, 33-36 right now. Good for a 1-game lead in the Southeast. Is that
raise a banner?
Is that I don't know. Do you? Divisions don't even count. I don't even know why they put you in division because all you do is conference standings.
And
like if you win a division, it doesn't mean you're in the playoffs.
I'd never look at the division.
I don't either.
Yeah. We're fourth in the East.
I would definitely ask you if they hold on to buy me a Hawks Southeast Division Championship t-shirt.
Fly it high and proud.
The Hawks at 33-36 lead the Magic by 1. They lead the Heat by 3.5. They lead the Hornets by 15.5, and the Wizards by 17. The Hawks are in a division so bad they're 3 games under 500, but in first and 17 up on one of their division mates.
Oof.
Wow.
Well, congratulations.
Can't wait for the playoffs. Thank you. Division title.
Who do you have a 1-game lead over?
The Magic.
Oh.
So it's going to come down to the wire here. I mean, nothing, screams fierce basketball rivals like Orlando, Atlanta.
Yeah, that could be
a rich history
great.
there.
I hope they play at the end for the title.
You know who my favorite pitcher is of all time, by the way? I'm just bouncing everywhere. I'm
Phil
sorry.
Niekro.
White. Yeah, he is. But if I were going to name my dominant, I can't take Niekro for my Rushmore.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah, I'm taking Maddox, 100 million%.
Yeah.
Over all the hard throwing, 500 game winning. The only thing missing for Maddox, that's the damnedest thing, but that postseason record ain't great.
No.
And it's usually the other way around. It's usually the offensive numbers get stifled in the postseason by good pitching.
What are you saying?
Sometimes the zone tightens up in the postseason.
Okay. Yeah, not for Maddox in particular.
It just would be a little bit
now,
more.
Look, he wasn't terrible. Don't get me wrong. Not like he gave,
unless Eric Gregg's behind home plate.
Yeah, oof. That was Smoltz that he victimized. He victimized my boy Smoltz like nobody's business.
More his dominance in the regular season. Kind of like Kershaw a little bit.
Eric Gregg is the only one to this day that in this hard-fought business I have disrespected even in death. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Rest in peace.
I'll leave it at that. No, do not rest in peace. Yeah.
No.
Oof. Murph, did you players? Did you guys end up having a good time out there?
I had a blast
You and Pete?
Thursday. Yeah, went and wandered, bounced around between 7 and 8. No, excuse me, 6 and 7. T-box and green. And saw some of the first group come through with Jordan Spieth. Saw 3 up and ins with his group. They all got in, which on 6, and then saw T-balls on 7. The T-ball for 5 and 7. I was actually thinking this, like, what is the most difficult T-balls on the course? But the 5 and 7, like, tee off is like
7 is brutal if you hit a draw. I hate 7.
Yeah.
Like 5, I'll just cut off. I'll just accept that I'm gonna hit 3-wood into that green if I have to. But 7. It got that tree that hangs on the right side. I cannot hit what is required on that and it gets in my head, and I ultimately end up just hitting some line drive about 200 yards if I hit a good one. The
tree on 6 got in their heads.
Now, we played in front of the tree when we played, so it didn't come into play for us.
Yeah.
But there's a tree at Palencia that's similar to that on one of the, it's either is it 8 or 17? You played Palencia before, but you probably don't play back there. You haven't had to hit under that one.
I play from the whites.
Yeah.
Well, get me as close as possible.
Sure.
Yes. But anyway, it was a good tournament.
It was a great tournament.
Good for Roars to get the W on that one. Jaguars will continue to prepare, get ready for the draft. We have our Dream Finders Homes poll question. I'll ask you, Murph. You can play along. Almost 700 votes. Who do you want with the number 5 overall pick? I give you 4 choices: Graham, Hunter, Campbell, or McMillan. Graham, Hunter, Campbell, or McMillan. Who do you want, Daniel Murphy?
I want Graham.
You want Graham?
But I'm also I have Hunter as like a pick'em and completely, and I would be happy and pleased if we got either of those players.
So if Graham and Hunter are both available, you want Graham?
I'd still do one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Listen, you can't. If he is, listen. At the end of the day, any of those positions, I will take whoever's going to be the best of those guys. Right? I mean, obviously, no kidding, duh. But I'll take Tet McMillan if he's Mike Evans. Right? You got. I'll take Graham if he's Chris Jones. I'll take. What were the other positions? Travis Hunter's who I want. He would hit the need button here so bad. You can play him at corner and put him in at receiver and some packages. Let him return kicks, maybe. I mean, golly, and he wants it too now.
It does, yeah.
He wants the ball. He likes to play football. He's simple. And he's got a lot of following. He's got a lot of flash, and he won the Heisman, but he's just a good, hard-working, loves ball kid.
Yeah, he sounds like he's here for it. And that makes me excited if we end up with him.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure everyone is in love with him like we are, and I'm sure the Jags love him too. I mean, what's not to love? He and especially after he weighed 190 pounds. Right, 188 meant a lot, dude. I mean, by the way, you're 190, you're 190 pounds, and you're what, 20, 21? I mean, we all know. I mean, we all go through it. Most of us get the added on weight we don't need, but you know, a 26-year-old 190 pounder is going to be 205, 210 probably.
Yeah.
Well, I would. That's the one for me that I just more than any other is Travis Hunter. It's the one that I would be super excited, man. And I'll be excited for these other great players.
And the confidence I hear, you know, from you and ET, and you know who watch it closer than I do.
Yeah,
like, I just and he'll be a defender on. I just you know I have the recency bias of the you know Eagles just playing. I want a defender. I'm probably almost. Certainly wanted.
We gotta get that defense better.
Yeah, but listen, and I get we're putting a lot of the Eagles' defensive success on a great defensive line, and that's fair. They rebuilt it there. But you know what? Those rookie corners, both were top 10 rated corners in the entire league. Cooper DeJean was the highest rated cornerback in the NFL last year. They got him as a rookie. So that D-line, I'm sure, got some of their numbers, some of their stats, some of their production was helped, and vice versa. They got there so quick that the corners could play better. The Eagles, man, they let every defensive back not named Marshall or Cooper go this offseason, Hick.
Is it Slay? Is that or
Slay? No, Slay's gone. Bradbury's gone. They had others. They
Sweat's gone.
Huh?
Sweat is
I was talking about the DBs though. They had like a couple of the safeties and a couple of the corners.
And I was seeing that now that the edge depth kind of on the free agent market has been going. I heard y'all talking like yesterday.
Yeah, Ojolari went
$4 million.
But you said who was the guy who's still there with 9? You said that you mentioned a guy yesterday who's still there, and he had Zadarius Smith was one.
Oh, Zadarius.
But there was another
Miller's out there.
Yeah, there was another one.
There's a few.
It wasn't as
the edge rusher market
well known a name.
It's weird, man. The older. I don't know
why they won't get him.
Yeah.
Play him 30% of the snaps, and they'll get 30% of your team sacks.
How many? I'm unfamiliar with the all-star. How many of these guys will be available after the draft?
Well, that's the thing. And the money continues.
I think a lot of them. I think at this stage with these older veterans, unless you just get to the point that you want a guy.
If you really want this player.
Yeah. But I think you're just waiting to lowball these guys. Whoever can get them to go to as low as they want the price to be before somebody else gets them.
Well, think of it as a game of musical chairs. It's like
musical cash.
If you look at the edge depth market and free agency, and you feel like there are more players than there are teams that we think have needs, then you kind of wait. Whereas in the first day of free agency, it's a mad rush, and so we went and got and targeted the players that we wanted.
Right.
But I definitely I want some edge depth.
We need some. Yeah, we need some.
I want more.
And maybe they draft one. Let's not forget that.
Well,
right.
We owe $15 million or so for the draft that we have to pay. That'll still leave us with what 25 or how much money we're gonna have in the cap? I feel
we're good. We're good on the cap.
Spend it.
Yeah, and they're leave them. We still got
leave them. 10%. Leave them $5 to $10 million maybe if they want to spend during the season. But go out there and spend that money.
Did Malcolm Kuntz re-signed with the Raiders. I saw Mekhi Becton sign it. Where did he go? Chargers?
Yeah. J.K. Dobbins is out there.
Yeah.
And then
because I'm trying to find a market for ETN. I'm ready to move on and get a draft pick there. Let's draft a young. Let's draft a young guy around 4 or 5.
But two things can be true. You could keep Travis and get someone.
They're keeping him. Unless they trade him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Trade him.
Yeah.
If you can find a trademark, I'm not just going to release him. I'm not saying no. But if I could trade him and get a 4th rounder to replace him with, at some point you got to give Bigsby the ball. We got to make a decision here. Last year it was they couldn't make up their mind. Started ETN, and then because of injury and otherwise, Bigsby was the featured guy, and then we had that little stretch late. Remember when suddenly it's ETN again that's trotting out there? I mean, Bigsby was the one with 200 or 300 yard games. Bigsby was the one that made any kind of pop play. I'm worried that we've seen the last of any explosive ETN. It just I could be wrong. Could be a combination of injuries.
How do you feel like our two match up? I think that Bucky Irvin would be the best of the 4, but between Bucky Irvin, Rashad White, ETN, and Tank Bigsby.
Well, if you look at how they did it in the model, I think Bigsby's Irving and ETN is White. I'm not necessarily saying skill set.
Right.
I just mean statistically, age, and plan. Rashad White and Travis Etienne have remarkably similar stats.
Like good.
Rashad White's year in 2023 was real similar to Etienne's year in 2022. They were like top 5 fantasy backs. They had a lot of production. It wasn't sexy all the time. And they turned that thing over from White to Irving by midseason, right?
Yeah, and I think that Bucky's the best of the bunch.
And again, Bucky Irving wasn't a first-round pick. When did they get him? 3rd, 4th, 5th round? I mean, they're
back depth this year.
I'll give you a guy. And Dan, why haven't could you believe Montrell Johnson's 40 time?
Yeah, it was good.
He ran like a 4.41. It was like the top 5 running back times. And if he is that fast, Montrell Johnson's going to be a contributor in the NFL, won't he?
I think he's a lot like.
I'm shocked that he was as fast as he was.
I think he's a kind of reminds me of Pierce a little bit.
That's what someone else had made that. Mojo was going through all of the running backs and said that he reminds him of Pierce.
A little bit. So I think he'll play in the NFL for a while, for sure. A couple edge rushers. There's Von Miller, who had 6 last year, but he's old. Amenahu from the Chiefs, I don't think is signed yet. He's 28. Now, he tore his ACL in the 2023 AFC Championship game, played in just 6 regular season games. A guy you can probably get on the cheap, and it's kind of a boomer bust guy.
Yeah, right. You like that he played those 6 games, and he's more than he'll be a year plus removed from the injury.
Yeah.
The market for the defensive end edge help is kind of looks like that's at $4 million, maybe up to 10.
Matthew Judon still available?
Yeah. He was a disappointment for Atlanta.
Yeah.
They brought him in.
5.5 sacks last year.
Yeah. Which, again, but Atlanta brought in Judon because they are like Jacksonville. They have not gotten to the quarterback for a century.
Right. So, anyway, all right, let's grab a break. Keep it rolling. We got the Murphy Power Hour brought to you by ITP Partners, hanging out with Daniel. Dodgers are 2-0.
We have some breaking news.
What's their magic number?
We have some breaking news from the sports world. A couple of personnel moves.
What do you got?
One from football. Vikings out on Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
So the management there said that's a no-go. We talked about that earlier. And the Braves are going to go with the rookie opening day catcher, Drake Baldwin. They made that official. They've announced that he'll be the opening day catcher for Atlanta. So, and he'll probably get to play 120 games or so because, Mr. Peanut Brittle there, he can't make it past about a month before he goes to IR. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Sean Murphy. I'm talking to you.
Just looking at you, kid.
It's a Big Trust Plumbing Wednesday on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. FSU through and through. Rick Ballou hosts Into the Night. Evenings on 1010XL.
St. Johns County parents, does your kid have energy to burn? Want them to play a sport for their middle school? Sign up today for the St. John's Middle School Athletic Association. Spring pickleball, tackle football, dance, and cheerleading. Who doesn't want their kid to be the next NFL quarterback or dance floor diva? Hurry, time is running out. March is almost over. You know how fast your kid can go from playing Xbox to practicing their touchdown dance or sideline cheer? Sign up at sjmsaa.org. sjmsaa.org.
Hey, certainly facing interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, man, it's comforting knowing my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Those are Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. I love the ITP Partners. They have the experience, the expertise, and the knowledge to help me, and I can watch my money grow. That's Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman. That's Reagan Wright and Dan Abel. That's Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. Those are the ITP Partners, man. You know what they do? They sit down with you, and they listen to you, and they help you achieve your goals. They will strategize to make your goals their priority. It's a great time to get in the game. Easy to get a hold of Chris at ITPpartners.com or call 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners, and they're my financial partners for life.
Spring is in the air. Time to wake up your lawn with Heroes Lawn Care. Say goodbye to pesky mosquitoes with their organic and spray treatments. Perfect for outdoor fun. Keep your lawn clean and fresh with their pet waste removal for homes and businesses. Heroes Lawn Care takes care of it all. From mowing, edging, fertilizer, to irrigation, and much more. Visit heroeslawncare.com.
Did you know your pup could take 30,000 to 60,000 steps a day at Dogtopia of Jacksonville Beach Boulevard? That's a whole lot of tail wagging fun with their best furry friends. At Dogtopia, they turn playtime into exercise, learning, and socialization in their off-leash, open play environment. Dogs build confidence, reduce anxiety, and stay happy and healthy, all while having the time of their lives. Visit Dogtopia of Jacksonville Beach Boulevard today.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T here, and I know that getting into an accident is stressful, but getting the proper care doesn't have to be. That's why I recommend McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center. Even if you're at fault, your insurance covers you. And remember, you have the right to choose your own doctor. Even a minor accident can cause whiplash for years if it goes untreated. So don't wait. Call the auto accident experts at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation. Your recovery starts today.
Hicken here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
It's the Mr. Chubby's Bracket Challenge, going on now at 1010XL.com. Print your bracket and bring it to any Mr. Chubby's Wings during Live Madness game. Get a free Miller Lite for each game you pick right. Top prize, Saturday passes to Welcome to Rockville.
It's Blue, and I couldn't see everyone else here at the station lose weight while I'm on the sidelines wishing mine away. I jumped on Awaken 182, and I mean weight loss every week, eating to lose weight, and then receive full support for life. What's not to like? Now, I didn't drop the double digits like Hacker did in week 1, but I'm down 4 pounds. I'll take that any day. The best part, Awaken 180 was actually easier than I expected. I'm not sure what I thought beforehand, but after just day 1, I was already in a groove. Wasn't hungry, more energy, and my coach Patrick is awesome. Gave me a couple of tips since I do sleep in and, of course, stay up late. And I'm off. I'm cruising through week 2 and loving it. You've heard all about Choose Awaken 180, all of us having success with Awaken 180. What do you have to lose? Only weight. Everything else to gain with the solution for weight loss. Reserve your March consultation today at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago. When it's smooth as silk, Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. Was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
1010XL is presented by Barra & Barra, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I am told that our man E to the T has some razzle-dazzle to give away. Is that correct?
I got a little more razzle-dazzle.
He's also got an esteemed guest in studio with him.
Shout out to Tyrese.
Tyrese in here making things happen.
Tyrese, is he on the stream? Can anybody see Tyrese?
Yeah, Tyrese. Yeah. Look right there in that camera right there.
There he is. Wait, Tyrese.
Yeah, Tyrese.
Just give him a shout out. Take it over.
I joined the Big Brothers Big Sisters program.
Okay.
We're doing the Game Changers program, and Tyrese, he's the lucky fellow.
Good for you.
He's the lucky fellow to be my little. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy, Tyrese, you may want to think that one through.
But I got a pair of tickets. I got a family 5-pack of tickets to the Clay County Fair.
Oh.
That starts on April 3rd
By
through
the
the
way,
13th.
low key, really good time, good event at Clay County Fair.
It's a vibe,
yeah,
man.
it really it's probably I'd take it over the Jacksonville Fair. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 641-1010 right now if you want to go to the Clay County Fair?
Holla at your boy, 641-1010 right now.
Yeah. Are you going to teach Tyrese what transfusion is?
No.
Okay.
Easy.
I'm just checking.
No, not
Making
yet.
sure we're good.
What the world's going on?
Like nasty.
It's 9 o'clock, all right?
It's 9 o'clock nasty.
Like
We got
the Peyton Manning SNL skit.
I mean, right.
You gotta.
That was classic.
Tyrese, when you and he go shoot hoops, he ain't going to lay up on you now.
Yeah, that's right.
He's going to go hard.
Who was the one that
Get that out of here.
kept blocking like the he did a 6th grader and he blocked the 10 of his shots or something. What was
You
it?
know who else did a good one with that? Stuart Scott, the late Stuart Scott. They did an ESPN one where they were hooping with the kids and they were talking trash.
Yeah,
and
stole
was
it from
fun.
Manning. That Manning SNL is
Oh, it's
football.
brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an all-timer. That's an all-timer.
Quick, the cops.
And Eli's had some good ones too.
Tell me the lowest seed that, I mean, we don't have maybe brackets filled out per se, but I know we've looked through them at this point. Give me an 8 or lower that you think could be in the Elite 8. Like, give me a team.
All right, timeout.
Yeah.
I got a great piece of video here I got to share before we do this.
Okay.
So you prepare this.
All right.
And you'll love this too, Murph. So Max Muncy's playing third. You play third base in the bigs. He's going over to get a foul ball.
Yep.
He's reaching over. Look who catches the ball sitting in the stands. That's Rodney Peete, former NFL quarterback. Stole it from Max Muncy. He's wearing a Dodgers hoodie.
Oh.
You can't do that, man. You cost us an out. Let Max catch the ball.
And then he gets the bad body language from
Max
Muncy
is not
as well,
happy.
too.
And
Look at
Muncy,
that.
by the way, has no idea who he is. Like, hey, hey, tourist,
Yeah.
get your hands off the ball.
That's a great play. I think Rodney Peete made a great play.
He did, but
and it was right in his seat.
He
by the
reached
way,
over.
Why is Max putting his hands in the stands trying
I
to
think
take
Max
the ball?
is upset because he had to get over that rope a little bit.
You know, listen, all of this is great. What I want to know is what is Rodney Peete doing in Japan at the Dodgers game? That's the part that
He's
surprises
a Dodger fan.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know
just
what
wanted to
Rodney
go
Peete is doing. I don't know
some of the culture.
I don't know if Holly Robinson Pete is out there with him.
I feel like they didn't last all this time together, but I could be wrong.
Oh,
Holly Robinson Pete was delightful.
Was she not an actress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was she in one of those like?
She was back like in a Schwarzenegger movie or something, wasn't she?
She wasn't there like a weekly TV show.
Well, she may have been.
Okay. Now, what was your question? I'm sorry. I just was curious about. You asked Murphy.
Give me an 8 seed or lower that makes the Elite 8. Because, by the way, there will be at least one. There'll be at least one. There may be more than one. An 11 seed has made it
an 8 seed or lower that makes the Elite 8.
I've got mine.
Or lower.
Yeah, anything or high, whatever, 8 to 16.
Yeah. I get you.
Because I've got mine, and I'm going to.
Why don't you announce yours while we
All right,
look?
here's what I'm going to go with, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to pull the trigger on a 1 seed saying bye-bye before the weekend's over.
Okay. It's Auburn. You're going to knock Auburn out.
I'm not going to Auburn. I'm not knocking Auburn. I'm knocking Houston out with Gonzaga. So I'm going to take Gonzaga, an 8 seed, who first has to beat Georgia, by the way. But I'm going to take as my 8 or lower. I'm going to take Gonzaga to make the Elite 8.
No, that's a poor pick.
Okay.
Well, I was doing a little bit of a podcast last night on the March Madness tournament. And it had Gonzaga as like the 9th rated team in the nation.
What about that? Somebody knows the analytics and sport a little bit. Yeah, someone's a little ahead of the brand name.
Looking at it now, I would probably go Zaga.
I have to go Zaga. Here's why.
I'm going to live
on the edge.
You are both.
It's an 8 seed.
You're a follower. I'm disappointed in you, Murph. Jeff is a college basketball expert who never wins the pool.
I won it last year.
No, he didn't. I will give you the team that...
Each of us has won it every year. Unless you lose, you won.
I will give you the team that is red hot. And as long as they run into Duke, they'll take it into the second week, and that's North Carolina.
North Carolina?
All right.
Yeah.
They've got Iowa State in there.
Yesterday you said it was a travesty.
They were in this game coming up.
Favored in their first game.
You said on Monday it was a travesty they were in the field.
That's a lie. It's a flat. I said I really don't have a problem. They did go 8-2 down the stretch with 2 losses to Duke. They're playing good basketball.
I remember
they
you saying
annihilated
this is
San Diego State last night.
Their athletic directors running the.
Well, that's a little dicey.
Yeah, you said.
What about the Alabama athletic director, also on the committee, and sent Auburn to play Louisville?
Yeah, but that's because they
Kentucky.
thought. That's because they thought. That's because
Go ask Dad about that one,
dude. This is if this is true. This is an all-timer. We need to blow up the whole thing. But the word is that they got Louisville and Memphis mixed up. And Memphis is supposed to be the 8 seed playing Creighton in Kentucky, and Louisville's supposed to be a 5 seed. They're not supposed to be an 8 seed playing in the state of Kentucky with the number 1 seed having to face them next. And that makes sense. Louisville was 18-2 in the ACC, and they went to the ACC tournament championship game. How is that an 8 seed?
Yeah,
that's not an 8. They should be what Clemson's a 5.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, they. So I really do believe that the tournament made a mistake in where they put a team and then didn't bother, correct all delete.
Look here.
Ben Verlander was on Twitter. And, do you know
this
Ben?
His brother, right?
Brother, right?
Yeah.
Justin's
Do you know him at all?
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, I think he had a minor league career maybe or something. Anyway, he tweeted this morning, Shohei Ohtani's the best baseball player ever. And somebody said, you deserve the worst that life can offer, Ben. And Ben said, very kind. Thank you. I love this app.
He has he loves Shohei. I think what little I've
he
kind
does
of come across him.
Yeah,
which is
what's not to love?
It's just when you
he
start
doesn't
telling
play defense.
Yeah,
that's fair. It's way too soon to put him in the all-time for me, but I mean, he's trending that way. That's fair. Also, I got the Holly Robinson Pete filmography here.
Oh, okay. But was there a TV series?
Well, I guess she would be most known for hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Thank you. That's it.
Okay. She was on that for 5 years, but in fairness, she also does have a ton of movies.
Okay.
Mark Curry did work.
She was in the 20. Howard the Duck. I'm trying to think.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck.
I love Howard the Duck.
She was in 21 Jump Street. Then it looks like a bunch of. This looks like she's done. She went the Lifetime movie route, the Hallmark movie.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. Anytime Christmas
Happily
and Evergreen.
married for 23 years,
good,
Jeff.
Awesome. Christmas and Evergreen, Letters to Santa, Family Christmas, The Christmas Doctor. Yeah, this is Hallmark.
Okay.
Well, they're getting freaky over there.
I also have an update on the vomiter.
Oh, Tracy Morgan says it was food poisoning.
Oh man,
yeah. He's allergic to Harley and
I saw him get
hops.
wheeled out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
You didn't see the
vid?
No,
yeah, it was
so.
It was too much of the 3-cheese lasagna.
3-cheese lasagna.
21 Jump Street. They're saying too. She was.
Oh yeah. Sitting right next to him was, I think, Spielberg's daughter. And somebody's right next to you. We have to think back to my college days to go through this, but somebody's sitting right next to you, and she had the turn and the look.
If you go to college at an SEC playing football school,
correct,
and you sit in the student section every game for your whole career,
you're gonna
you will either be thrown up on or will throw up on someone.
Yes, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's
again,
fair.
it has to be in that parameter. You can't be sitting on the alumni side. You have to go to every game. You must be in the student section. But if you sit 4 years in the student section at an SEC football playing school, which are all of them, you will either throw up or be thrown up on. 1,000,000%.
That's fair.
I've never been to, I think most of us have more than one example of that thing happening.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple occasions.
If you haven't dragged a buddy damn near unconscious, stained from said activity out of Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, you didn't really go to Florida.
Does Jacksonville count?
Jacksonville also counts. Sure it does. We've had that here too.
I'm not going to name names, but I did but I did have a fraternity brother who we had to take. I guess they used to have an infirmary in the old Gator Bowl.
Nice. They have a jail in Vet Stadium.
And his comment was, "I want my daddy."
Yeah, you told me that before. I want my daddy. His nickname immediately becomes Daddy's Boy.
Yes.
I
want my daddy. I want my daddy. I'm not naming names. But that did occur back in the 80s. It's a long time ago. We were crazy. We were nuts. I don't know what to tell you. On this date, or not on this date. Yeah, on this date, DJ Stewart hit for the cycle against the Cardinals in 2023. I guess it was a preseason game and it didn't matter, but what the heck, DJ, go get him. Where did he end up? Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I think he did end up.
Is he gonna make the club or?
I haven't checked.
Yeah,
I need to check and see what the local fellas are doing because we're about a week out. When do y'all make your picks next week?
Yeah, next week. You're gonna be here next Thursday.
I think because I'm heading down to do. Rather? Yeah, I'm heading down to do the last 2 games in spring training for the Mets.
So you're not
Sunday,
gonna be
Monday. No, Sunday, Monday.
Okay, and then they break camp.
And then they break. Yeah, well, because they'll go and play 2 games like in New York or something.
Describe what, quote, breaking camp means. Do you really break camp? Do you feel like you've just gotten out of there? Is there a joy? Is there a let's get out of here?
Yeah, there is. And it's, I always like.
You always thought it was too long, right? Spring training. Because you used to tell me I only need like 40 at bats.
It's kind of, I don't remember the number. As a position player, should you be so fortunate to stay healthy? And one year, 2 years, I dinged a quad 1 year and got an oblique. But if you stay healthy, it's really, to me, kind of the finish. Like, I wanted to finish like the last week to 10 days, like really just playing as much kind of as I could about the last week. I enjoyed it when we left spring training in St. Lucie, but went somewhere else to play like 2 games before the season started. We opened up Citi Field in 2009, or we go play in Boston or the Nationals place. That I enjoyed because it's like real baseball, but not quite. You still get a chance to settle into it because opening day is so different that there's so much going on. Right. You have this kind of routine that you want to stick somewhat close to, that you want to get ready, but it just you're on the field earlier because of the announcements, and it's just which is awesome.
Yeah,
we used to do parades for it.
Sure. There's nothing like, I mean, for us, and again,
what do you want? A parade?
There's nothing like opening day.
Well,
spring is
not
sprung.
anymore. No,
Off
it's
we go.
ruined. But the worst commissioner that the game has ever known. He's got worse than Selig.
That's my mini. I was telling Hicken.
Opening day is in Cincinnati.
You can say that.
Exactly.
You can say that all you want, but you're not changing the facts that if you look at the standings in Major League Baseball,
shut your mouth.
There are games that have been played.
Shut up.
I boicotted that.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
I don't know what to tell you. So you guys enjoy that. While you're at it, just go ahead and claim an opening series sweep then.
We'll make the turn for home next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Big moment. Play-by-play is full of plot twists.
Did that just happen?
And high-octane drama.
And this game is tied.
Experience the most play-by-play sports on 1010XL.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Tired of spending all day looking for a new truck? Then stop. At Garber Auto Mall, you can see every new American-made truck side by side. Chevy, GMC, Buick, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Visit us at GarberAutomall.com or in Green Cove Springs. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Hey, imagine having a doctor available to you any day, any time. That's my doctor, Rick Townsend. Doc T said, Hick, I'm going into concierge medicine. I said, okay, what's that, Doc T? Because I'm going with you. He said, well, you don't feel good. You come in, you see me right away. I said, oh, I like that. Sometimes you need a couple weeks to get in to see a regular. All right, got a medical emergency. Here's my number. You call me. I'll get right back to you, or I'll answer. Oh, great. It's like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. I can tell you how good a doctor Doc T is. He's Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. He's been my doctor for years. He's great. So whether it's yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, he does it all. Hospital follow-ups. So if you got questions, My PV Concierge has all the answers. Just go to mypvconcierge.com. You'll be glad you did, but hurry. Limited amount of patients. That's part of concierge medicine. So mypvconcierge.com.
Are you thinking about a pool for your home? Blue Haven Pools is Jacksonville's largest pool builder. They've built pools for over 20,000 satisfied families since 2000. It's never been easier to design the perfect pool for your home, family, and budget. Call Blue Haven Pools today at 904-620-0090 to get a free in-home estimate for your in-ground pool, or visit bluehaven.com. Don't let another summer pass by without a pool. Join thousands of happy Jacksonville pool owners in a Blue Haven pool. You know, Mr. Chubby's Wings is giving away free beer again this year for the Madness Tournament. Do they really give you a free pint of Miller Lite for each game you pick right? Yes, all you gotta do is fill out your bracket now at 1010XL.com. The overall winner gets tickets to Welcome to Rockville on Saturday. But for free beer, just download your bracket, print it out, and bring it into any Mr. Chubby's Wings location during the games. Every game you pick right, you get a free beer.
Go to 1010XL.com now. It's the free beer Chubby Madness Bracket Challenge. See Mr. Chubby's Wings Facebook for full contest details.
For the greenest, luscious lawn on the block, choose the local legends, Roundtree Sod. Don't just settle for ordinary. Let Roundtree Sod deliver you a picture-perfect lawn. To get a free estimate, call 7414-SOD. 7414-SOD.
Transform your bathroom with stunning shower glass from Sky Glass Solutions in Jacksonville Beach. For a free quote, call 904-608-5151 or visit skyglasssolutions.com.
One of life's most important decisions if you're 18 years old or just got married, just got divorced, you have children, you want to take care of your family. Of course you do. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But we both want to know, have you done your last will? I don't want to do. Oh, man. Yeah. Why? You work hard for your money, man. You decide where your money goes. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes. Matt Hinson's your guy. He's going to listen. He's going to help you with your decisions. He's going to provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choices. It's a Hinson Law Firm. You got questions? Reach out to Maddie. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang! Don't let the state decide your fate.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On March 19, 1989, at the PGA Players Championships, Tom Kite wins the title in windy conditions, one stroke ahead of runner-up Chip Back.
What does your dream backyard look like? Hey, it's Joe C. and my friends at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can design an outdoor kitchen layout custom built to your taste and lifestyle. You dream it, they can build it. CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. Visit cssoutdoor.com.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, buddy, you look worried.
Worried? I'm apoplectic!
You're apo what now?
I'm freaking out, Jason. Stupid water heater crapped out, so I haven't showered since Thursday. I start smelling a little funky, blow my big corporate job interview tomorrow, I'll end up settling for some dead-end career selling spatulas on the internet.
Dude, stay cool.
There's nothing cool about a cold shower, Jason. I mean, I know how that sounds, but
Bueller Air and Plumbing can get a new water heater installed today. The day you call. You could be smelling fresh again by dinner time.
Wait, you can do that?
Put on these sunglasses. Whoa. Is that cooler?
Oh, yeah.
Well, life moves pretty fast. If you spend much more time smelling like this, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Navy Mutual would like to salute all Medal of Honor recipients that have been given our nation's highest award. In 1990, Congress designated March 25th as National Medal of Honor Day, and it was signed into law by President George H.W. Bush.
Committed to the mission. At Navy Mutual, we're committed to providing high-quality life insurance to members of the military and their families. Because at Navy Mutual, our highest commitment is to you. Visit NavyMutual.org.
Living on Amelia Island, having fun in Bernardino Beach? No matter what brings you to the fun, cozy town, make sure you check out the tap room at Mocama Beer Company. With a full flight of craft creations, from the Cosmico IPA to the Motor, the perfect pilsners and lagers, matching memories and some Mocama magic is what it's all about. Mocama Beer Company in Bernardino Beach, near the big water where the sun is born. And look for more Mocama craft at your local Total Wine or ABC Liquors.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air, Electric and Plumbing. Keeping Jack's cool since 87.
Time to cool down a little bit, man. We got a lot going on, boy. They always say, what do you guys do when there's no football? Oh, man, we're good. We're happy. We enjoy. There's sports. Always stuff. How's Pops feeling about Kentucky? Is he pumped up? Is he happy with the season? When I saw him, he said he was pretty good spot.
Yeah, he's excited for March. I think he's pumped about his new skipper too. First year through.
I think most Kentucky, like Kentucky Jeff, my guy, he goes, some Kentucky fans are just like crazy, and it's starting to sink in that they're not the favorite, and they've won 31 SEC conference tournaments to give you. We won 5. Florida's won 5. So just to give you an idea of the perspective of Kentucky basketball, which I get, but this guy had no team when he got hired.
Mm-mm.
And he assembled a team that is a 3 seed and made the tournament. And I think Kentucky Jeff said if they can get to the second week, it would be a great year.
That's what I was thinking. If you can make it to the second weekend,
which I don't think they've done in 5 years.
It's been a while. Well,
Yeah.
because I've started paying attention now that I'm like around.
Yes.
Since 20, I'll try. I want to try and take him to a bowl game. And
Yeah.
like last year, I was really going to do it, and they got bounced.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are doing me no favors. But then, move on from Calipari and get Mark Pope in there. I think, Bluegrass Nation I think this first season has gone well.
Yeah. So anyway, looking forward to that. That gets started on Thursday. Obviously, we have the play-in games.
Two more
tonight. Is there any good one on the docket? What do we got?
I think. Well, I mean, there are some prove-it games, right? Because a program like Texas from the SEC, who was there's too many from the SEC, they play one of the play-ins tonight.
Yeah.
Who do they play? A Big Ten team, I think it is.
Oh, is it?
I mean, it's a big. I could be wrong. I don't.
Are they playing X? Xavier.
Xavier.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, those are
You see who took the? I was surprised with the Indiana hire.
Yeah, they got the
West Virginia coach.
Yeah, the West Virginia coach.
But he has a Midwest.
Somebody had texted yesterday that he could be in play. I really thought that we stumbled onto something late. I thought Billy Donovan would have been a good.
I brought that up to my dad when we were talking hoops yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good idea.
Although Donovan's not Billy the Kid anymore. He's 60-something years old.
Just 60, maybe.
You think?
Yeah, I don't think he's
a senior in 85, dude.
Yes.
86, senior. I'm a senior in high school. I'm 58. Yeah, he's in his 60s.
59.
How can that be? What was he, a genius?
He turned 60 in
Was the 87 maybe Final Four then?
Yeah, probably was.
Okay.
But anyway, but he's still.
But yeah.
Billy's always been.
Have you seen Billy lately, by the way?
Yeah.
He doesn't look like Billy the Kid anymore either. There's no more slick back hair, young. He looks like the NBA's beating the hell out of him for 8 years.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like. I'm shocked that he just gave up. It's just like he's not even trying. Yeah, just like if you watch him, and I know it's not true.
Yeah.
But he just looks disinterested, and he'd just be happy to be anywhere but there.
Yeah.
And dealing with those NBA players, it's got to be so annoying.
He's such a great teacher, man.
Yeah.
But boy, he would always. The only criticism Billy Donovan had two criticisms, and he arguably the greatest coach in Gator history. Two criticisms. One, first few years he was Billy One and Donovan because he couldn't get through to the second week. And
that was actually kind of in the middle.
Yeah,
and the first one they went to the Sweet 16,
and then they went to a Final Four fairly early.
Yeah, and then they won in Donovan until the 04s.
Yeah, and then the second criticism was his end of game plays,
and that wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
Yeah,
it was like whoever the guard was, you take it out front,
dribble it for a while, and fire one up.
Let one rip. And you know who loved to do it more than any of them? Big Shot Irv.
Yeah, Irvin Walker. One thing on the contrary, there was one play he was incredibly good at. You remember what that one was? Like a drawn up play, like a situation play. And one situational play.
One certain play?
Yeah, there's a situational play.
You mean out of timeout play or
kind of
inbound?
Yeah, the inbound under the basket. Remember, he would work something. We would get those undefended.
He must have got him from his buddy Patino because I saw Patino draw one up this year for a game winner that was just really good. I was like, damn, Patino's a coach.
God, Patino's already won with two different teams, and he's got another one as a 2 seed.
Yeah, 6 different teams.
That's Florida's region, by the way. That's who the Gators would get if it goes according to the
Walter Clayton Bowl.
Oof, there's a lot. That tournament's fun because it gives you a lot.
They do.
I tell you something else about the West where Florida is. I saw this. It's most people think overall it's the hardest region, or at least it's being narrated that way.
Mm-hmm.
There are 3 coaches in the region with multiple national titles.
Wow.
Patino, Self, and Hurley.
Mm. Golden on deck.
There are also 3. There are 3. That's the only region where that's the case. Yeah. It's also the only region with 3 30-win teams in it.
By the way, they're already in on 2 guards. One from I can't remember where they're from. They're like
Florida. Oh yeah.
SoCon
recruiting gets easy now, doesn't it?
Well, it's portal.
Yeah. Well, that's what he's been good at.
So Murph, good to see you, my man.
All right,
Appreciate you. Play us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill. Serviced by Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. Locally owned and operated. We're your neighbors. CoolCatsJacks.com.
The coolest cats in town.
Hey! What's up, Mike?
Hello. A couple of things, if you don't mind.
Please.
The pronunciation of Billy Donovan as Billy Donovan is one of the most irritating things in the history of sports. Right?
I only said it for one and done.
I know you did. I know you did. But I did a whole show on this once because who was there's an announcer on CBS who's called Billy Donovan.
No, your boy Baloo's a Donovan guy, too.
Oh, well,
Ricky
he's
Baloo's
wrong.
a Billy Donovan.
It's like nails on a chalkboard. So we did a whole show for 3 hours once on all the stupid things people say that drive you crazy in sports. My number one is each and every.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Each and every.
Right.
It's each They're the same exact thing. Why are you saying the same thing over and over again? Each and every day. No, shut up. Anyway, so there's that.
I would go with most definitely.
Most definitely is another one.
That's another one.
There's no degree of definite. It's definite or it's not definite.
My pet peeves are more where you're saying like the cliche wrong, like instead of intense and purposes, it's
intensive
purposes.
Yeah,
those are the ones.
That's good. Or any announcer who's calling a game. Gus Johnson's the worst.
Okay,
but they have to find something from one of those teams that they're calling the game between that is the best that anyone does it. That's the best screen after in the final 7 seconds of a shot clock. He does the best in America at that. Shut up. No, he doesn't. So that drives me nuts. And also Babe Ruth, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron. Boy, there are a lot of guys for the last one. Here's the thing. Ted Williams is supposed to be the greatest hitter of all time, right? Babe Ruth was within 2 points of batting average and about 200 more home runs. Get the hell out of here, Ted Williams. All right? With your frozen head. I'll kick your frozen head right down the hallway.
Fighting words.
Okay?
Yankee fan. Got to take it in.
I could be Walter Johnson, could be Ty Cobb. Ricky Henderson at least deserves a mention.
Yeah.
Leads in 3 major.
What about Bonds? No go?
Not for me.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm surprised that we didn't.
He had Griffey on.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. We haven't got much Griffey talk at all.
And they got to put some respect on the kid.
You're supposed to be, listen, you don't know it, but you're Bagwell, Biggio, Jimmy, Toy Cannon, Wynn. You're Astros guy now. Or the Astros jersey yesterday.
What are you, we mock drafting today?
We got mock draft today. Sorry, Jeff.
No, that's okay. Y'all go ahead.
And our question of the day is simply if it goes 2 quarterbacks, Abdul Carter, and an offensive lineman to the Patriots. Travis Hunter, Mason Graham, boom. Straight up who you want.
Oh, that's a good one.
Today, so.
That's a good one. I like that. Have a great show.
Hunter will win. I wonder about how much.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
We'll see. Good stuff. All right, Mike, have a great show. Mike and Tony, Jaguars today. Appreciate Murph as always.
Next week, put your pride and your reputation on the line. We pick the divisions. Y'all don't make the mistake of picking the Mets over the Braves again this year. After last year's half-game win.
That was the right
Won it by a game. Bizzles. We'll be back with more tomorrow. It's been a Beach Trust Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Professional radio broadcasters.
Sorry.
Dinner dozen gifts. A diner dozen.
That is awful.
So Cole.